1 minute. Here we go, Timely.
It's showtime. Come
There we
on,
go.
let's do it.
There we go, guys. It's showtime.
Into ArchieLuxury, does 2 streams on a daily, but that guy won't do shit for free. ArchieLuxury live stream, we got Mike the Snake and his hunting cat, Pantera, Tony Frackers. What do you think of that? You won't engage till you super chat. ArchieLuxury live stream. ArchieLuxury, you're looking depressed. You've come onto your show, but you're only half dressed in a Herman Soul shirt. Forget the rest. ArchieLuxury live stream.
Hey, guys, what a great intro. That's from Danny Boy. Danny Boy's intro. Hello, Timely Behavior. How are you today? Talk to me.
Good. Every time I hear that, it makes me laugh.
Hey,
sorry, my bad. Apologies, rookie error. Yeah, every time I hear that, it makes me laugh. He does a really good job.
He's a great guy and really cool guy. And Danny means he does a lot for us here. Okie dokie. So I got to tell you who we got here. We got the real big boy. Who is this? Who is this? The real big boy. Just show your face. The real big boy. Dennis. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right.
Okie dokie. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Arch. It's HR Goon here. How's it going?
HR Goon. Tell me this. I got to ask you. What did you think of the Google sackings?
Well, I'll be honest. I've had a bit of a tough week at work, so I haven't really seen that much. But was that the ones around the Teams and Zoom firing? So it's done online.
No, email, and when you went to the office, you couldn't get in.
Ooh. Well, Arch, legally you're allowed to do it, but I don't think it's best practice.
Yes.
But Arch, I hope you don't mind me asking. I've got I need to ask you for some advice.
Man, that Explorer 2 looks fucking amazing in the black dial. Timely, what do you think of his avatar? Fucking hell, look at that.
Sexy watch, mate. Number one.
Thanks, guys. Can I ask some advice, Arch?
For you, yes, sir.
Thank you, Arch. So my mum's now decided she wants to buy a Rolex. So I'm going to take her to a grey market dealer down in Hatton Garden. I've tried to get her to go for the kind of hype freak pieces. So, you know, Submariners, GMT, Sky Dwellers, you know, even a
You don't think they're a bit big for your mum? Wouldn't a 31 mil size be what she wants? Does she really want something that?
How big's mum's wrist?
So my mum, you know, I'm 6'7", so I'm tall. Okay.
Fuck! 6'7"? Hey, Timely, we might buy a few inches off him, okay?
Like it.
6'7"?
There's probably a hunchback having a duck everywhere you go, yeah?
My mum's tall, so she's 5'10". But in terms of wrist size, I think she could carry off a sports watch, but she doesn't think it's very womanly. What do you think?
What does she want?
She doesn't know. I think she's going down a ladies' Datejust route, but I'm trying to push her to, you know, Yachtmaster 39 or something.
No, I would say, I got to be totally honest with you. I think for a lady, we got a super chat from my good friend Fella, $5. Love you, Paul. We've had some disagreements, but I'll continue supporting for another 10 years. Best channel on YouTube, Arch forever. Thank you, Fella.
That's
so sweet. Thank you, Fella. Thank you. Yeah, we worked out a deal. He's a good guy. Fella's a good guy. You know what? Let me just tell you a couple guides there. The fact your mum's getting a Rolex is very good, right? But don't confuse what you want with what she wants. This is often, it happens all the time, right? If she wants, I would suggest the best watch for her may be like a steel Datejust. I think that's a great watch. It's going to be much better in her price range, and it's going to be something she really wants.
Do you not think it's soft though? A Datejust?
How do you mean soft? Soft in what regard? Soft like investment wise? Soft in as in it's boring? I don't.
Yeah.
Please explain.
you know, let's not beat around the bush here. At some point, the Lord's going to ask her to go to heaven, right? I don't want to be stuck with a shooter.
No. I would definitely say, my honest opinion, I think too many ladies get bigger. I think 36 is often too big for a lady. Look.
Go on.
In my opinion, I'd go for, the traditional size was 26, but that's become, now they've upgraded that to 28 mils. I would seriously, and I say this with kindness, I would seriously just what does she want? It's not what you want. What does she want? You've got to remember that. There's no point getting something that you want. No, this is her Rolex. It's
weigh in a little bit here as well, if I can, Arch.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
So not too long ago, a few months ago, just literally 3 days before I walked, or 2 days before I walked in to get the reverso, we're at a family function. It was my nephew's communion. And at that function, when we sat down to eat, it was one of the family members' wives and so forth. And she was wearing a black and rose gold Yachtmaster. And
Fuck!
Yeah, and it looked fantastic. I was there with the black band.
How rich are your family?
Feeling underdressed, yeah? No. She's married to an accountant. See, this is why. Don't worry about the rest of the family. This is anyway. So, yeah, I felt a little bit underdressed with the reverso at the time. But anyway, it looks great. It looks fantastic on a lady's wrist in regards to sizing and just its style. But ultimately, it comes down to, what does mum want? Yeah, she's the one that's going to be wearing it all the time. I know what you're saying later. You don't want to be stuck with something that's a bit mediocre maybe in your eyes. But ultimately, what mum wants, right?
I think you're right, Tony. What I'm going to do is, I've got a slightly older Rolex catalogue. I'm going to give it to her and say, Mum, what do you want? And do it like that. But I really want her to get a sports piece, because that's quintessential Rolex, isn't it?
Maybe Explorer 1 36 mil. 36 mil Explorer 1 is perfect for that.
Tell her to do it like the trading post. Get a red texter and circle what you like, yeah? Make it fun. Why not? Make it fun. This is fun. Buying a car, buying a watch, all this should be fun, right?
Hey, and you never know. If I play my cards right when I'm there, she might buy me one as well.
There you go. There's a bit of incentive to make sure mum gets what she wants, yeah?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I was thinking a Yachtmaster 39 or the smaller ones, but she says they're too masculine. I thought
37, I think it is, isn't it?
37? 37, yeah, the smaller one. But even the Explorer,
she carried you for 9 months. She raised you. She spent a fortune on everything. Make her happy, yeah?
Look, the best thing is, you've got to get I personally think steel would be best, because it's going to be so durable. She can wear it and love it. You've got to look. Can I say something to you? I've bought my wife watches she didn't love, and she never wore them. You've got to buy some. What do you want? And it wouldn't have been my main choices, but that was a journey we went on years ago. I got her a gold president for my wife.
Ooh.
And believe it or not, timely, I had to sell it to pay private school. My kids went to a Montessori school early on.
Don't you worry. I know how expensive school is.
Fuck. I said that I actually pulled them out. They went to a state school after that. I said, look, we can't keep selling shit to pay school fees. But I got to tell you, then I got her a Patek 24, which I also sold to reduce some debt. But she wanted the 24, so she enjoyed it for a while. And, I think you got to let her buy what what I would do if I were you? Why don't you go to a Main Street Rolex dealer just to see what she wants, and then go to a
stock. It's ridiculous.
No, but you can at least try on a date, can't you?
Not where I am.
Okay. Other thing is, you close to BQ watches. He's very good. BQ watches.
BQ. I'm in the southwest, Arch. So the ones that we've got close to us are watches of Switzerland. We've also got a watch. Is it Watch Trader?
Okay.
No, Watch Finder.
Okay.
I've got a Watch Finder in Birmingham.
Oh, you're in Birmingham. Holy shit.
Well, I'm close. I don't want to dox myself, but I can get to Birmingham. Let's leave it like that.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, guys, let's turn that super chat button on now. Super chat button on. There we go. Thank you so much there. And you know what? This is just the start of the show. We've only just started. We've been on for 10 minutes. So, you know, people are coming in. They're coming in. See, our time slot, we get the people there in New York. They're finishing work and coming on. That's the way we do things. I'm very proud of you. How is that Explorer 2 going? Can I ask you that?
Archie, you can. I absolutely love the Explorer 2. It's perfect. I mean, before I bought it, I thought maybe I should get an all black sub 41 date, but I think this is perfect. I think for my collection, the next one I want to get is a bluesy.
A bluesy.
Yeah.
Would you get the 41 or the 40? 41 or the 40?
I don't, to be honest. I don't really know the difference. I think whatever.
Yeah, I know. I think this. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
What do you think about that as a 3-piece meal combo?
So you'd have Explorer 2,
the bluesy, and then a date just 41, blue dial, oyster bracelet, white fluted.
I don't know if you've got the bluesy, I don't know if you need a date just with a blue dial.
Should I sell it? What do you think?
Oh, you've got a blue dial one now.
So I've currently got a date just 41 blue dial.
Fuck it, keep it. No, sorry. You love blue, but don't you? You love blue.
I'm blue. Ba-da-dee-da-da-da.
No. I would say, okay, that's perfect. So you would have a bluesy, Explorer 2, and a date just 41.
Yeah.
Perfect. You definitely got to pick with your mum. Shopping with her would be part of the. I totally agree with that. In fact, I would say, that's the fun. Let's go in there and have a look. Go in there and let's have a look. Don't have preconceived ideas. Have a look. Has she tried your Explorer 2 on?
She has. She says it's too big, and she doesn't. She thinks it looks ugly. I looked at her and thought, how are you related? My
dad's like that too. My dad's like that. When I showed him like my Sky Dweller, he said, "Oh, too big, so big, so big."
Yeah, but wasn't your dad rocking the Omega Seamaster dress watch as well?
He was wearing that in the shower.
Yeah.
He's got a 36mm date just 16234 with white gold bezel. He's of an era when the sizes 36 was a big size watch.
Yeah.
In fact, they didn't even advertise what size the watches were. You didn't even ask that question. Now it's become so crucial. And I dare say, timely, I think that's the reason the Reversos are not as popular as they should be, because people say, oh, it's too, they don't understand a square and circle are two different measuring systems.
They're looking at dimensions and then applying it to a circular dial, circular case. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. No, I get it. Look, at the end of the day, my opinion is it's all part of the fun shopping with mum. Give her a catalogue or something. Give her a big, thick, permanent marker, red texter. Let her circle what she wants. Go in, see if you can find it somewhere. Take her in, try it on. Watch the smile on her face, pay the cash, happy days.
I think happy. When I've taken her to look at watches before, she had her eyes on a Tag Heuer, and I thought, oh my God, what the bike.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I got to be honest with you, a Tag Heuer, they are, look, I've been critical of Tag Heuer, but when I thought about it, you know what? I think they're a stepping stone for a lot of people into a luxury watch. A lot of people, you ask Ron the Shrink, $5. $5. I just made a timely behavior in my shorts. Thank you, Ron the Shrink. Thank you, Ron, for coming.
Thanks for the donation.
Your very kind super chat. Thank you.
Gotta hurt, Ron.
It's got
might want to get that checked, Ron.
Can I show you something? How the world has changed? Can I show you something timely?
Pull it up, Arch.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you something. Okay, so where I live, the big paper was always the Courier Mail. That was the paper. In Brisbane, it's the Courier Mail, right?
Yeah.
Look at this.
See.
What the Courier Mail is now. It's like a fucking... When I was going in the 90s, you used to have this as a weekly free paper. Look at it. It's 48 pages.
It's not even good enough to put in the bottom of the birdcage anymore. You need to buy 2.
You know what I'm saying? And look at this. I'll show you something. The advertising, the whole classifieds is one fucking page.
Jeez.
And that includes the funeral notices. That is it. It's over. It is.
Ron $5.
Ron the Shrink, $5. $5. Ron the Shrink. I just stepped in my dog's timely behavior and got it all over my shoes. Oh no, Ron! I thought Ron was. He's got a new place now. I'd love to.
Well, he needs a new pair of shoes now.
Let's see if we can get Ron on the stream. Come on, Ron. Come on
Ron.
the stream and have a chat to us. My God, I don't know what to say. Look, the thing is, I would take your mum in there. It's a great experience. It's a great thing to do. Enjoy yourself. Have a look around.
But Archie, how do I combat the fact that I want her to get sports and she wants a date just? It's
Ron's at work. Ron's at work. He can't
Ron's
jump
at work.
in.
Still at work, fellas. Just jumping in during a short break. Thank you, Ron. Look, at the end of the day, she's got to buy what makes her happy. So you're not buying a watch for you. She's buying a watch for herself. Okay. You got to look at what does she want. The thing about the Rolex I like for a lady is screw down crown, waterproof case. Because if they get it, my wife, she actually had a Tag Heuer when I met her, and it was actually, no matter how good they are, they say they're waterproof, but they're not really like a Rolex waterproof. Timely, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Look, for me, right? What I would be going for the missus would be, again, something screw down crown, water resistant. You know, something more on the side of automatic, if not quartz, because ladies don't like to reset the timer. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I got to tell you, just let her enjoy this moment, okay? Enjoy the moment. To get a Rolex is a big achievement. Are you helping pay for this watch, the real big boy?
Partially. I'm going to go Trotters, mate. Have you heard of Trotters Jewelers?
I have.
Yeah.
Del Boy works there, doesn't he?
I couldn't possibly comment, Arch, but that's where we're going to go. I was thinking about going to see Mr. Thorpe, but I thought, I don't want to hear his stories.
This is Jay Jitty. Have my wife an OP41 silver dial, and she absolutely loves it. Her first Rolex. Well done.
That's a good shout, actually, an OP. I didn't think of that.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Timely. Did you know today Omega has put their prices up across Australia?
No, I didn't know that. How far up did they go?
Yeah. Look, it's on average, it's about 7%. It's I just spoke to my friend who's a VIP with Watches of Switzerland, and I can't believe it. He just was saying to me that he's got a solid gold Speedmaster, the rose gold. That's gone from he got 55,000 to 63,000. Holy, it's Aussie dollars. Holy shit. So it's pretty. Now, I wanted to ask you something. Today's question, guys, is it okay to not have a Rolex in the collection? The real big boy would say, no, you got to have a Rolex. Because the big thing is Rolex is so dear. They are so dear. Is it okay?
Oh, it hurts. Trust me. Don't worry. I'm saving for one now. Trust me, it hurts.
Yeah. Do you need to have a Rolex? Is it okay to not? I know people who deliberately don't have Rolex because they hate they dislike.
They dislike the
games.
brand because of the way people are about it, I guess. Yeah,
they're only hating because of the AD games.
That's the one.
If you're winning like me, the AD games are fun. Let's go.
I got a couple of quick stories about it as well. Yeah.
Tell us the story.
Someone I know, he can afford to buy a Rolex if he really wanted one, but he's against buying one again because of the hyped up prices, according to him, and the personalities sometimes that go along with the brand name carrying on. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was, I was at work the other day, and we were talking watches and stuff, a couple of the guys there. And one of the ladies comes along. She goes, "Oh, you collect watches?" I said, "Yeah." She goes to me, "In your collection, do you have a Rolex?" So, I mean, that's the first question a non-watch person's going to be asking, yeah? So, do you need one in your collection? I'd say probably yes.
And what did you say? You said, yes, you've got one, but you want to get a better one.
I said yes and no. I said, yeah, I've got one at the moment. Yeah. It's a vintage. I'm flipping it up, soon to add to the pile of money to try and get a modern steel sports. And I've got a Tudor as well. That was my answer.
Yeah. What did she say? Well, that's okay. They don't really...
Non-Rolex people.
Okay. The next thing they say is...
The people that can't afford Rolexes.
Well, yeah. But the non-watch people...
Did they say how much did that cost? Did they ask you about... I hate it when people ask about price. That's the...
They always ask about price. Every time.
So how did you answer that?
I wasn't fussed. I told everyone what it was. Remember, non-watch people, they hear price. Like, for example, the Black Bay, they hear, I got mine for 3.5 Australian box papers, minty. But they hear they retail 4.5 to 5 at the moment, and they go, "Holy crap, how much money on a watch? What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Hey, Naki, how are you?
How you doing?
Oh, the bullshit detector's going off already. Fuck me dead.
Yeah, look at that thing ping.
Look at it pinging like crazy.
Like
a mistake was on yet.
Make comment. Timely.
Yo.
Stop finishing every sentence with "yeah." Drive me fucking crazy. Yeah.
All right. Should I stop every sentence with "yeah"? Yeah.
Just.
Was that all right? Yeah.
I have
Oh, I wasn't even realizing I'm doing it. Relax. Yeah.
Time to unwind. £1.80. Hey, Arch, has Mike ever wrestled a wild badger? He said stay away from badgers. They are mean. Honey badger. Remember honey badgers? They're nasty critters. Thank you. Time to unwind. £1.80. Hey, real big boy, tell me this. What's happening in the workplace? Any interesting stories? Give us some workplace stories. Any good stories for us?
We've had a sexual misconduct case that's happened. So the investigation's ongoing, which is quite interesting. Nothing really too big at the moment.
How did you catch him with that?
He admitted it. It was in a Teams meeting that was recorded.
What did he admit?
Well, he said he made a joke about his man downstairs, and it was recorded.
But just a joke. He didn't actually He didn't actually pull his wanger out and play. It was just he just told a joke.
What would you have liked that, Arch?
No, I'm just saying. No, but he had a joke. Okay, an inappropriate joke. So okay. So what does that mean?
That means that's verbal sexual harassment. Final written warning.
Sorry?
So
just written warning.
This one's for loose tooth. That must have been really bad. Yeah, right? In the comments. We have a bit of a game.
No, that's okay. It's okay. So he got so how old is this dude? Like 40s, 50s, 30s, 20s?
He's not a young whippersnapper. He's a seasoned veteran.
Okay, can you say to him, look, don't do that. Don't do it again. Just fucking behave.
So
No,
many
'cause
rings
you
on
know
that
what?
tree.
We've got policies and processes to follow. We need to be setting an example as a company.
So do you think he could lose his position because of this?
No, he'll get a final written warning.
A final? What do you mean by a final written warning? What the fuck is a final written warning?
So if something like this happens again, see you later.
You're joking, aren't you?
I'm not joking, big boy.
Is he a good staff? Is he a good employee? But besides that,
Yeah, I like him.
have you had you can't even have a private word with him? You can't do that anymore?
Well, it's a bit. We've got policies in place, Archie, need to be followed.
Richard Pickles, we had the iPhone 2 out, okay? When I had a job last, we had the iPhone 2, and I had 32 megs of 16 gigs, I think I had.
Ouch.
So use policies and procedures. So he got in trouble for this. Did someone make a complaint, or how did it get picked up that he'd said this joke?
Yeah, that was a complaint.
Oh, it made someone feel uncomfortable?
Exactly.
Oh. And
that's almost as bad as the politician, I think, in Western Australia sniffing the chair of the... Do you remember that?
Yeah,
one of his staff or something, or whatever it was?
Yeah,
that was disgusting.
that's... Yeah. So tell me this. Give me another story. Give me another story. Any other stories?
Well, at my last workplace, I think I might have said somebody had set up. I was working in a factory. Somebody had set up drag races with girls in bikinis, and they were drag racing cars in the car park. That was quite big.
Yes.
I like
what
this.
happened then? What happened to them?
They all got sacked. Bye.
But what a way to go.
Their defense was, well, actually, we were on our lunch break, so we can do what we want. What the hell?
If you know you're going to get the sack, or you're happy to leave, that's the way to do it. Go out in style. Go out with a bang.
They're burning the bridges, but timely, they're burning their bridge. How are they going to get a reference in that?
If I was going to do that, I would do it and then hand my resignation in, so you can't, we can't go down the dismissal route.
I would agree with you, but I'm not allowed to say the Y word. Nah, come on and chastise me for it.
So, yeah. Look, let me ask you this. So, any other? What else is happening there? How are recruits? Is it hard to get staff now? What's it like now in England?
It depends on the area. At the moment, it's still in kind of professional service. It's definitely still a candidate-driven market, meaning there's far more jobs than there are candidates looking or actively applying.
Yes.
So when I go for another job in about a year's time, I should be laughing.
I see. So, any other? You mentioned that your last place you worked at, you felt discriminated against because you were wearing Rolex and he was an Omega guy.
That's right.
Any wristwatch battles at your new place?
Well, actually, I found a companion that watches your show as well.
Oh shit! You're joking.
So I was wearing my Explorer 2, and he came in and said, "I've got one of those," and I thought, "Fight me dead." He knew the serial number. He knew this. He knew that. We were talking for about 2 hours. So I've got a companion at work, Archie. You'll be happy to know. I said, "Do you watch the Pontiff?" He said, "Yeah." I thought, bloody hell.
Wow.
Can you imagine going to HR and saying to whoever's there to interview you, put in your complaint, I'm complaining, I think someone's discriminating against me. Oh, is that so? In what way? Oh, he's an Omega supporter and I'm a Rolex guy and he's just giving me shit for it.
And Omega is for losers.
Please.
So tell me this: have you in your workplace there now any other watch people? What's the CEO? What do they wear?
I think a Timex or an Apple Watch, and I went, "Oh no."
Okay, but you're doing okay. You're fitting in well, and you're an invaluable employee now. Is that right?
Yeah, it could be a lot worse, Arch. But what I would say is that my previous company, it was a lot more privatized.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more egos. So there, one of the CEOs thought he was a dog's bollocks because he had an Omega Seamaster on a plastic strap. Oh my God, get a life.
Yeah. Can I ask you something? I've just turned 50. I have done YouTube full time since September 2014. Do you think if I wanted to say YouTube wasn't going so well for me, just like the super chats aren't going so well at the moment today, do you think it'd be easy for me to slide back into an IT role as a 50-year-old guy?
Arch, I've got to be honest with you. I think what I'd be saying is, well, what have you been doing since your employment? And if you're saying you'd have to bridge that gap somehow and demonstrate how you've got skills to bridge back over.
I'd say I've been an international YouTube celebrity.
And, well, I think in that case, if you gave me a copy of Luxury to Last in the interview, I'd sign you there and then.
Okay.
Because I need to see that mole on your hand.
What age does it get hard to get a job? What age is there age discrimination you've seen?
Yeah, I think when you get close to retirement, people don't really want to take a punt on you because they know that, you know, you're only going to be there for a few more years. But I think anything up to, depending on the profession, anything up to about 55. Once you get to 55, I think just stick in there for the long run.
55.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 55. 55. Then they don't want you? Is that what you're saying or what?
That's my view.
Okay. Is that fair, or it doesn't matter about fair? This is just the reality, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unfair that, you know, not everyone can get a Rolex at retail. That's life.
Arch,
yes.
you got a couple of mates in the industry that you could put on your resume. You worked like 3 years here and 4 years there, so that when you go for an interview or something to that, you know, they could cover for you.
But Arch,
yeah,
you're an everyday millionaire. You don't need a 9 to 5.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoa.
Yes, look at this. Forbin Colossus here. Paul Pluta, certified Windows 95 tech support. What's wrong with Windows 95?
Yeah, but was that 95? Did that come out on CD or was that on disc still?
You could get it on both.
Floppy disk.
On floppy.
You could get it on both.
There you go. I remember it.
It was actually 3.5 inch disc, by the way.
You, go.
So,
you know, I've never ever held a floppy disk. That's how fast things have moved on.
So tell me this: in the employment stakes, there, holy shit! Everything is pretty. In the UK, so you don't think I could actually just okay, fair enough.
I think you could, Arch. You know,
Arch,
you're not 55 yet.
Link for JJ.
Link for JJ. This is my man.
JJ on.
Let's get him on. He's JJ's a top bloke. I already sent him the link also on WhatsApp. I sent him the WhatsApp as well.
All right. The man asks, right?
I got to tell you something. Rolex, does every man need a Rolex? I don't think they do. I really don't think every man needs a Rolex. In fact, I've been falling in love with some of the Omegas we had on the stream. The heritage models.
Yeah, but wasn't it
heritage models?
5 or 6 or 10 or 15 videos that you've done saying every man needs a Rolex? Here we go. JJ,
how are you?
Hey,
Arch, I'm having an emergency. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, JJ.
Great to have you on, sir.
I need your help. Arch.
Sir. Yes, sir.
My Windows 2, my L 2.5 floppy disk broke. Do you have a copy? Is there any way I can fix that?
Which version? 5.25 inch floppy disk of what software?
AOL 2.5. AOL 2.5. My floppy disk broke. Do you have a spare? Can you come shoot me some tech support?
Hey, if you got a Lantastic problem, a WordPerfect problem, a WordStar problem, I can give you Control KS, fuckers.
My dial-up is giving me a problem, Arch. Do you think you can help?
Dial-up. Oh, those are the days.
Is it internal or external modem? Maybe it's the RS-232 port.
Oh, Arch is warming up.
Have you got a 9-pin or a 25-pin RS-232?
Well, it's a Commodore 64, so I think it's 9-pin.
This is like Geeks to You 1990 style.
They would be, actually, if a Commodore 64 would be 25-pin. There you go.
Oh, look at that. See? You're coming in handy already, Arch. Maybe you could like corner the niche market, vintage computer problems. Vintage computer troubleshooter. What do you think?
Believe it or not, I've still got an Amiga 500 somewhere in the back garage there as well, with games and everything.
Amiga 500, they were expensive in the day.
Yeah, we got a brand new. My dad, put a crowbar in his wallet.
My God, yeah.
Arch, do you remember the old America Online discs that used to charge you by the hour? Like, they would say like up to 700 hours free a month.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
By the hour.
Yeah. My God, man. Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah. That was good stuff. Now you got a bunch of nasty fuckers on the internet, right?
Hey, this is the way the new world works, Tell me this, JJ. Is it okay to not have a Rolex in the collection? Yes, no, maybe. Give me your verdict.
It's okay, but it's not advisable. It depends what your collection is. I don't know. Tough to say. I would need to hear what's in it.
Like Timely, he's got the Reverso, he's got the Tuner, he's got the Tag Heuer. He's a nice guy. He's got a vintage Rolex. Does that count as small size, girl size?
Really.
What do you think?
No, that's not a Rolex. Come on, man.
It is. It's a Rolex.
No.
Don't knock it. It's up for sale. I need to get rid of it. Don't put too much shit on it. People watch.
It's actually not a bad ladies' watch. It's actually quite a reasonable ladies' watch, don't you think, or not?
No.
It's not a terrible.
No.
Sorry.
No, Arch. You need a man-sized Rolex.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, it's so expensive. This is the problem. So tell me this, JJ, tech support. Have you got a WordStar problem? You're the sort of guy who would be running an Amiga 500. That's what you would be running. What sort of PC did you have as a kid, JJ?
Oh, I don't remember the name of it, Arch. I have no idea. It was like built by some guy.
That's how it used to be. That's when I had a business. I was the guy who knew a guy who built the shit. Yes.
Yeah, the guy just like comes to your house and sets it up. I don't know what it's like.
Now, was it a 286, 386, X? What was it? Floppies, hard drive. What did you have?
I don't know. It was 1997 was my first computer.
Oh, 1997. You'd be Windows 95.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. Windows 95 was my first.
You would have been a Pentium. You would have had a Pentium 90 or something like that.
Pentium. Yeah, Pentium. Now I remember that.
I know this shit. I got my job back.
I think I had AOL 2.0 at the time, right? AOL 2.0 was the how to get on.
You also could have used Windows 95 had their own. That's where they brought out Internet Explorer.
Yeah. Internet Explorer, yes.
And that was just revolutionary. Absolutely. It was revolutionary. It sort of it was just so unreal, JJ. It was so unreal. And
I'm telling you, Arch, this could be a thing. You got to corner the vintage niche market, nostalgia. Call it nostalgia. What's a good computer name? What are they usually called? Like, is it like something logistics or something like that, or what do they have some type of name like that?
Just go for your website. Go nostalgianet.com.
Yeah. You got be nostalgia like logistics or something or something like.
Yeah. I got to tell you, it's interesting. You remember the first hard disk I got was a 30 meg hard disk. I got memory sticks, like a 30, gigabytes. You know what I mean? Terabytes. You know what I mean? It's so different, isn't it? Speaking of 3.8, we got the Narc. Hello, Narky. How are you, Narc? Be nice.
It always takes 10 seconds.
So let me get this straight, big boy. You want your mother to watch, but what I hear is you want to buy a watch that you want to wear after she passes away.
That's not real big boy.
I think you've put words in my mouth there, Narc.
Look, to speed up the process, just organise and access it now. That's what it sounds.
Do you pay for your internet connection, Narc?
Once you get rid of her by making it look like an accident, that way you can buy whatever watch. Spend all the money that she has. That's what it sounds like. Get a watch that she wants, not what that you want. That's what it sounds like.
There we go. ABC, £2. Email me at 10064.2.1017 at CompuServe.com.
I'm surprised you don't want her to get a bluesy.
A bluesy?
Fuck's sake. This guy wants to get rid of his mother.
No, he's just talking. He's okay. He's okay.
No. I know how he's thinking. Right?
The rails just for you, mate.
Right.
Make sure he's got a good inheritance.
Who is Big Boy? I'm sorry, I don't think I know him yet. I know everybody else on the panel.
He's from England. He works in HR. If you've got any HR problems, JJ, he can answer them for you.
Gotcha. Hello, Big Boy. How are you?
Hello, JJ. But no, you're talking absolute rubbish. So
man, play with your mother's brakes and stuff. Maybe bit of pause in here and there.
How you going, boys?
Hey, Mr. Sexy, how are you?
Good. Listen. Knock, do you ever shut the fuck up?
Super chat.
Seriously, all you do is suck fucking whinge all day, mate.
Oh my God. Hey, I got a super chat here. Phoenician Cedar, $5. AC3, I can't get my Windows 3.1 running on my Olivetti. Can you help? Yes, sir. 3.1.
I like to search, Big Boy's search history. How to get rid of someone. How to get rid of someone's. How to get rid of a mother. How to make it look like an accident.
I take that as a no.
How to make my mom disappear.
Let me say this to you. Is it, just want to ask just very quickly, Phoenician Cedar, is that 3.11 or 3.1 or 3.0 with the upgrade? I'm just searching for it now. The Olivetti. I remember Olivetti. Olivetti was the Italian. I like the design of the Olivettis. The Olivetti, they went guts up. Do you remember Olivetti, Timely?
No, sorry.
They used to make typewriters. Olivetti used to make typewriters.
Oh, okay. Come on, man. I'm not that old.
No.
All right.
Run the Shrink, $5.
Enjoy the stream. Enjoy your mother, Big Boy.
Thank you so much, Naki. Run the Shrink, $5. Do you have any sense of shame working in HR, especially as a man? Ron,
let me reply to this one. First off, no, I don't, because it's predominantly a female-orientated industry. Therefore, as a male who is of an ethnic minority, it actually goes in my favor. Let me ask you a question, Wrong the Shrink. Do you have any shame of being a dog?
Well, there you go. Boom.
Ooh.
And we got that watch boy, $2. This is the panel we want. Look at this.
I like that watch boy. He's always very excited for the shows. Those are the kind of guys you want in the chat. He's very pumped up.
Exactly. Pumped up and horny.
Pumped up. Very, very pumped up there. Oh, look at that. ABC. C:/win. Okay. I'm just going to talk to ABC. CD space win. CD space system. CD space accessories. How many trees am I down? There we go. Mr. Sexy, do you need a Rolex in your collection? Do you have?
If you don't have a Rolex, you got. It's not okay to have a Rolex. You have to have a Rolex. If you don't have a Rolex in your collection, realistically, what sort of collector are you? You've got rocks in your head not to have one, because they're the ones that actually everyone recognizes. They go up. If they go down, it's fuck all. So they've got all the positives and none of the negatives. So why not have a fucking Rolex in your collection?
Yeah, fair point. Fair point. Is a Tudor okay as a stopgap?
Yes. It's still in the Rolex family.
Actually, I spoke to a good friend of mine who's a dealer, Shonny from his European watch gallery in Melbourne. And he said he reckons the most perfect bang per buck watch is the Tudor Black Bay 41. He said that is the most underrated watch.
And they're a great watch. They're a great watch, honestly.
I'll see you later, guys.
Hey,
Super
real
chat.
big
See you,
boy,
mate.
thank you for coming on, man. We love you. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Stay
Take
sexy,
care,
brother.
guys.
Look
Enjoy
after
the
yourself,
show.
my man. Ciao.
Don't be too hard on that guy for the inappropriate joke. Just
Yeah.
say to him, hey, just be careful.
So
Who we talking
Klein.
about? Who we talking about?
No, he works in HR. He had to deal with a guy who made an inappropriate sexual joke.
Okay.
And, yeah.
You should get used to that. That's normal.
Yeah. P. Klein, $2. Battle of the Wangs. Ross Rachel Brady versus GMT. Ross Rachel is 4.5. You know what? It's the width more than the length. Okay, so there we go. P. Klein.
So Rocco told me it's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean.
The motion.
And trust me, I've got a lot of motion.
it also depends which way the boat's facing too, up or down. If it's upside down, his is upside down. He's hanging off the side.
Listen, if you're good, you can do it anyway.
You know how everyone was saying to me, "Don't end your sentence with yeah." Can you not start your sentence with listen?
I don't think it matters. You know what? I like
both you guys need to cut it out, yeah?
What was that, JJ?
I said, listen, both of you guys need to cut it out, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you both listening? Are you both listening? Are you both deaf?
I'm listening, yeah?
Shut the fuck up.
All right, fine. I'll shut the fuck up. Here you go.
Thank you. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Is it support group for computer geeks, or are we on a Watch Luxury channel? What the hell's going on today?
We are on a Watch Luxury channel. There we go, guys. We are on a watch. Hey, can I show you something that's just come out?
Yes, is it the Grand Seiko?
And I got JJ in the house. JJ will love this. Can I show you something, JJ?
As long as it's not your private parts, yes, you can.
Okay, have a look at this, JJ. Da-da-da-da. Nelson Oliveira, $10. JJ, start a new list. Hit and run. There we go. Nelson Oliveira. They got this new Louis Vuitton watch box. What do you think of this, JJ? Look at it.
Sorry, but I can see that.
Cheesy.
That looks like for Boosty days.
Kusama is in her 90s, still working. She is known mainly for her polka dots. So they did a polka dot version. Maybe that could hide the saw marks on mine. What do you think?
Arch, send me yours. I'll do this for $500.
What do you think of that? I could do that myself.
Buy a
Listen, send it to me. My daughter will do a better job.
Who's known for polka
a pack
dots?
of
That's like the thing I've ever heard.
The different colored post-it notes. Get your scissors and one of them crazy glue sticks, and away you go. Yeah, just hide it.
What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
I think this is lame, Arch. Who the fuck cares about polka dots? This is like saying I'm known for my stripes, and just put stripes on everything. What does that mean?
Yeah. I understand.
No, I don't like this at all.
Now here's some other news for you. Do you want me to tell you something else?
Hopefully better than this, yes.
Swatch sold 1 million moon swatches last year. Can you believe that?
Absolutely. That was I did best watches of 2023, and that was #1, most impactful. Arch, it started a lot of people on the journey.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. What do you reckon? Let's just pull up the screen here. This is Swatch sold 1 million moon swatches in 21, leading a record year for Swiss watches. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a great thing for the industry and for the hobby, both, because it got a lot of people a lot of people interested in a moon swatch, which will pull a lot of people into the hobby, and it's good for business as well. So win all around.
1 million moon swatches sold.
I have
so
that box. What it reminded me of was that thing going around Facebook. That picture, a little girl. She wrote, "I love you, Daddy," in the car with a screwdriver. Yeah, it's like she wants to do arts and crafts. So she wants to spruce up your Louis box, knowing that's like your pride and joy. You come home and, hey, Daddy, look what I've done. Woo! Yeah.
I disagree with a few guys in the chat saying that's BS. People will quit when they see the price. I don't think so. I think this is a good starter watch. Like, don't you have fond memories of being a kid and getting a cool watch, and it kind of made you, as an adult, want to get like a real watch, like a nice watch?
I'm not allowed to say the Y word anymore. I got told off. But
Yeah.
I agree.
What's wrong with the Y word? I don't understand. Yeah, I like it. What's nothing wrong with that?
Yeah, you go to school and you had something, semi decent, and everyone went, oh shit, look at that. That's that's what this watch would be.
I would have a lot of fun with the timely asking him questions. Like, can I have $1 million? No, yeah.
No, that's easy. I can say no.
Yeah. No, yeah at the end of that? Damn it.
No.
Fascinating stuff there. It's tell me this, JJ. The moon swatch. You like them?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's so light, Arch. It's really, really light. Like, I'm not saying like, it's not like you can't compare it to like a real watch. But if you're just like fooling around one day and you want something real light on the wrist and just have a little fun. I don't wear it often. I just like to look at it. You know how like you used to like look at your watches and like set them up on your desk? I just like to have it in the box to see it. I have a box of quartz watches, like some G-Shocks and stuff. I just like to have it in there. I don't wear them often, though.
No.
Chat Archie, $5.
Here we go. Run the shrink. Arch, I need an honest opinion about a piece I'm going to pursue once the family situation settles. Speedmaster blue side of the moon with Aventurian dial. What do you think? What do you think?
Idea. I think we need to bring it up.
I think we do need to bring it up. Do you want me to bring it up?
How big is Ron's wrist? That's a beautiful watch, by the way. I really love that, but it's 44 and a quarter. It's blue ceramic with the Aventurine dial. It's got the moon phase. It's a beautiful watch. I wish it was between 40 and 42, but it wears decent for 44 and a quarter. I had actually the gray ceramic with the meteorite dial.
Now, can I ask you once and for all?
Make sure you get the right one, Arch, because there's one that's just blue and there's one that's Aventurine.
Oh, I see. This is the Aventurine. That's that blacky kind of.
So you'll see the sparkles in it, like,
Yes. I see. Okay, what do I think of it? Oh, I gotta be honest with you. It's I see. For me, the Speedmasters, I think 42.5 is the good size. What do you think? 42. How many? This is a
42.
monster.
44 and a quarter, yeah.
44. And it's using the automatic, isn't it? It's an automatic, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's automatic.
I think they have to make that.
It uses the 9900 movement, I think.
How much is this? What's the damage on this thing?
These ceramic
14, something like that.
Yeah. So tell me this: how do you, timely? You play around with watches. What do you think of ceramic as a material? Do you have to be careful it doesn't crack? Like, it's not like metal.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean, there's scratch proof, but you got to be careful not to drop them, and otherwise they'll just shatter. They'll crack, shatter, then you're stuffed. You're up for new parts. But at the same time, metal's just going to dent. So it's horses for courses. You happy to put up with a dent, or you want a nice fresh?
Yeah, but do you ever scared if you're tightening the back up? If you do it too tight, it'll crack or something like that.
Don't do it. The thing is not to do it up too tight. There's a rubber seal in there. If you over tighten it, you're going to shred the seal anyway. So you'll kill the gasket regardless, and that gives you a little bit of flex.
So let's have a look at this. This is about 11,000 US, I think. 12,000.
But used, it'll be about 12. New, I think it's like 14 and change US.
I got to be totally honest with you. I love that dial. You like that? What is a Venturium? What the fuck is that? Please. What the fuck is a Venturium?
It's like a glass or a stone.
Okay.
Actually, a stone. I think it is, right? It's either a stone or a glass. A stone or a glass. I thought it was a glass. Maybe someone in the chat could help us out with that.
I love the look of it. I think it's a tad too big.
A brownish glass containing so Aventurian is a brownish glass containing sparkling particles of copper or gold. Venturian glass, a translucent mineral containing small reflective particles, especially quartz. What's it good for?
This picture's not
Apparently,
really.
oh, look at this. Venturium famously soothes professional performance anxiety while stimulating mental clarity. Oh, this is for crystal people. Fuck, that could solve my anxiety problems, JJ.
Yeah. It looks like you're looking at the solar system. That's why I like the stars at night.
Buy two, one for each wrist then, yeah? Like those copper bracelets or whatever, yeah, that people wear.
100% right.
I think it's cool. I like this one.
I think it's funky. You know, this would be fucking perfect for Ron the Shrink. This would be absolutely.
How big is Ron the
perfect.
Shrink's wrist? I didn't see what he said.
He's a pretty big guy. He's not a small guy. What watches has Ron the Shrink got these days? Remember, he had that one he got from Bondage. He had the Breitling. You know, that new Super Ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Did he sell that? What happened to that? What happened to that? Tell me what happened to that.
I have no idea. I don't keep up with the comings and goings of Ron the Shrink's watch collection, but maybe he could hop on and tell us.
Because he got rid of it for another Omega. And the only thing is, I'll be honest with you. Here we go. Hunting cat. Here we go. Hunting cat. Hey, hunting cat. Thank you so much for coming on, hunting cat.
After this, I'm going to tell you about a deal I might be making.
Yes, I love. You know what? I fucking love your deals. You know that? I fucking love your deals, man. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Look, I'll be honest with you. I like it. I think this is Ron the Shrink all over. He's just nuts. The guy is nuts.
Cool piece. There's a video of
yeah.
They're interviewing. I forgot who does it. Maybe Teddy. I don't know. Somebody does it where they're interviewing like one of the someone in Omega, like a big wig in Omega, and he's wearing it. That's the exact watch he's wearing. But it looks ridiculous on his wrist because he's like a slim guy. It looks quite big on. He's wearing like a funny suit. I forgot the video. I gotta look for it. It's on YouTube though.
Ron, I think this could do for you. It's not my cup of tea. I personally don't like ceramic. I'm scared of hairline cracks. Okay?
You ever see the pictures when like the lug just falls off? Like if you drop it, the lug just like cracks off.
Fuck! Yeah. How do you fix that? Do you glue it back on?
How do you fix it?
Sure. Yeah, you just get out the araldite, mix it up, and glue it back on. Easy as.
I guess.
I don't think you can fix ceramic once it's fucked. Can you?
You think you're fucked? Yeah. No. I wonder if that's not warranted, right? Because they'll just say that's damage, like because of
of course.
Yeah. Well, would they sell you a new case, or do you have to buy a whole new watch? Like, I'm sure they would sell you a case, right?
I'm sure they'd have replacement cases.
The only way I could think that you could get warranty is if you could prove that one of the spring bars or something gave, very soon after buying it, and that's when it hit that's the only way I could see them warranted replacement.
Very solid built though, this watch. I had the gray one with the meteorite dial, but it was very solid construction, well built. Actually, really, really nice. A lot of cool little details in it. But it felt.
Do you mind if I show you something? Could I just show you something? I don't know if I should show you this. You might not want to see this, guys. If you're a bit sensitive, please don't look at this.
There's only 160 people watching anyway. Don't worry about it.
Okay, have a look at this here.
Oh.
What do you think? Yeah. Fuck! What happened?
That's a car crash.
Okay, here's a IWC. Look what happened here.
That's why I don't buy ceramic case watches.
Here's one here. Look at this. You fuck around with the ends.
Yeah, but I'd rather have that happen than, at least with this, there's, ouch.
Well, that's steel. You can polish that back up. Oh, look at that.
Oof. No, that's ceramic. And that.
Yeah. That's what we're saying.
There you go, Mikey.
That won't buff out.
That'll buff out?
No, that won't buff out. You could do something interesting with epoxy, maybe fill it with a different color, finish it out. But
will epoxy do that? What will happen?
Well, It would just you'd fill it, and I would put a piece of tape over the crack, and then just put a dollop of epoxy in there with like some color dye or something.
Have a look at this here. This almost made me shed a tear. A customer had a new Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon, which he dropped right on the lug and broke the ceramic case. This ceramic case retails for $9,000, and this type of damage is not covered under warranty.
Sorry, this just in, the new prices are up on the Patek website for the UK. The new UK prices are up. Price increase alert.
So this guy's walking around with one kidney now because he would have had to give the other one up to buy a new case, yeah?
100%.
Get it? I said, yeah. No,
what do you think? What do you think, man? Price increase UK. What's the article on this? Let's see the article. Let's have a look.
Well, it's just, I don't know if there's an article, but it's on the actual website. Like if you're in the UK, the new prices.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit! This has the answer to ceramic cases. Look, there we go.
Just buy an XKX001. So if you fuck your case up, the movement's still quite fine, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder how much they charge you for a ceramic case at Omega.
Well, they said 9,000. Fucking hell, that's
9,000. The whole watch is 14. How could they charge you 9? Wow,
that might be Aussie dollars. I didn't say what it was.
If it's caused that much trauma to the watch to snap an entire lug off, chances are you've done some damage to the movement as well.
Yeah, but he's saying the case is 9,000. He's not saying case plus damage.
No, I'm not saying about the price. He said, would the movement be damaged if that snapped?
Yeah.
Let's look at some Panerai ones that have been damaged here. Look at this, guys.
The nine grand for a case is excessive.
Now, are these the real Panerai or these are the knockoff that they won't tell you?
Well, Panerai doesn't even know.
Look at that. What do you think of that? Would that be nasty? What do you think? Fuck.
Be hard to live with. That's all you'd be looking at.
You can't laser weld that, can you?
No. There's no fixing that.
You're fucked.
Fill it with epoxy.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably make it look like it's not there. It'd probably take quite a bit of work, and it'd be really hard to match the matte finish.
100%.
The whole thing, and you know how.
Oh, here we go. AliExpress. Hey, AliExpress can help you. Look at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mike the Snake might be able to start a new service and create resin case replacements. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah.
Instead of 9,000, you could charge like 7.
And you know what?
Exactly. And I can even make them out of carbon fiber. I actually do have experience making molds like these, and I could definitely make these.
With one of those AliExpress cases, you take it into Panerai, and they still wouldn't know the difference and service it and say everything's okay.
No, they wouldn't. Huh? Yeah, I heard that story about Panerai had a super fake on the front page of one of their catalogs or something, and another time they took in a super fake and serviced it and sent it back as if it was one of their real ones. They didn't know.
Yeah, I agree with Timber Tramp. A little JB Weld, you're back in business.
Yeah, little JB Weld, little sanding. You bet.
Sir, you had a dilemma. Tell us the dilemma, JJ. You kept me in suspense. Please.
Oh, no dilemma. I'm thinking about upgrading my watch, Arch. Upgrading.
Which one? Which watch are we talking about?
The Overseas Blue Dial. It's shipping it out, Arch. What do you think?
What are you going to get instead of that?
The same watch, but in rose gold.
Oh, fuck. What makes you want to do that? That's expensive.
This is the ArchieLuxury channel, not the Archie Bargain channel, isn't it?
I'm a little bit concerned Vacheron might be falling, but I don't know. I can't predict. I don't
know. I think it's a good idea, Arch. Keep the Rolex in steel. Get the upper crust watches in precious metal. What do you think?
You know what? I love... The only thing is, JJ, I met you when you were wearing that 3-hand blue dial VC. It fucking looks amazing.
Yeah, but it's the same watch, same amazing dial, but just in rows instead of stainless.
How much is it going to cost to do that?
I am not sure yet. I'm not sure.
So this is a dealer or an individual?
No, this is just an idea. This is just an idea. It hasn't come to fruition. I didn't make any plans yet. Just in my head, I'm concocting a new scenario. I've been watching videos on it. It's really awesome.
It is sexy. It's fucking. Would you get the 3-hander, or do you want more complicated?
Same watch, same exact watch. You just go from stainless to rose with the same blue dial, and it comes with the 3 straps, so you could use it as a dress watch, rubber strap.
See, I kind of like it as a steel watch.
Okay, yeah, I do too.
I like it as that's kind of the joy of it. You know what I mean? It's sort of, mind you, the rose gold is fucking stealth wealth, isn't it?
Go for it.
I think it would be so nice.
I reckon it would be too.
It's fucking amazing. The only problem is, I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned. In my country, I got a friend of mine who just bought a 3-hand VC blue dial. They're not selling for the premiums they used to get. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I think it's a good time to get it. There's no other Trinity solid gold with bracelet pieces you could get anywhere near that price. You know, if you try to get a Patek like that, like a Nautilus or something, you're paying what, 200 and something thousand probably, or high 100 something. If you
Let me call this up. I'm going to call this up here. So this is you're looking at the Vacheron overseas old. Fuck.
Come on, look at it.
You get the same great dial, but you get the rose.
So you get these in the 3. You get the 3: the bracelet, the strap, and the rubber. Is that right?
The rubber. That's correct. So you can use it as a dress watch when you need to, if you're not really dressed up too much. You got the leather strap. You get the gold, and you got the rubber if you want to have a little fun. You know what I mean, and not worry about scratching up your bracelet too much. Just swap it out.
Yes.
But these renderings are shitty. You got to pull up actual photos. I hate renderings.
Oh, you don't like?
Like that. See how much it has a little bit of a purple tinge to it.
Now, please, can you answer something? We had Mike the Snake was yesterday saying Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. The 4500 model, that reference is only Gen 2. Correct or wrong?
No, it's Gen 3.
No, it's Gen 3.
Oh, Gen 3. Only Gen 3. Gen 3, sorry.
Yes, yeah. And that's the one I'm in love with. This is a little gold version of what I'm in love with. I like the steel version of this with that same beautiful blue
That's what
dial.
JJ's got. He's got the steel, but he's saying, should he swap his steel one for getting a gold one? Fuck.
Yeah.
I know
Timely.
I know someone who has
Moving
both
on
in my WhatsApp group, but I can't have both. It's ridiculous.
You know, the fucking thing is with you, JJ. Can I have a go at you, please?
Sure, go for it. I don't mind.
I got a mate of mine.
Would it be the first time? Go ahead.
I got a mate of mine, right?
Hmm.
He's just bought a 5170.
Mm.
All the dealers say, fuck, he's got it in rose gold.
Drop the link for Saturday, Danny, please.
Yeah. And you know, the strange thing is there, you had a fucking 5172.
Arch, I could buy that watch back for $18,000 less than I sold it 6 months ago. I know what I'm doing. Well, I don't know.
I
knew what I was doing.
You really have some baller watches. I mean, fuck me dead. Graham R, $2. It's not much more for the GMT version of it. I think he's talking the dual time. That's the dual time version.
But I don't think they make a dual time with the blue dial.
JJ, I reckon this is watch porn. If you can get it, get it.
Yeah, they only make it with the silver, and you can get this way cheaper than the blue.
And
it
how
doesn't
sexy
come on it doesn't come on the bracelet either.
I was gonna say, how sexy is it that it comes with the 3, like the bracelet and the strap?
The only one. The other ones only come on the leather and rubber.
Yeah.
Here's Surty Danny. What's Surty Danny going to say to us? Did you like the song I played for you, Surty?
Yeah, I'm glad you fucking
like
got
that song.
Right.
You know, the only fucking thing with that song is that I realized the footage I used has got me wearing the fucking Sky Dweller. I don't really want to be reminded of the Sky Dweller. Fucking hell. But Yeah, no, that was a great song
Embrace
you
your
did there,
past,
man.
Arch. Embrace your past.
It's funny, isn't it, though? It's funny because
It's
it's the
fucking
truth.
hilarious. I love it, man. Good job. Good job. It's hard to write shit.
To grab
It's
a
fucking-
TW expression, right? Because he's always with the cliches. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, Arch.
Yes.
It only took me about 2 minutes to do.
It's fucking pretty good, man. That's very, very cool, man. What do you think? What do you think, JJ? What should he do here, man? He's got a fucking amazing VC, and he wants to get the solid gold. What's your view? You're a bit of a flash geezer. You're a bit of a flash geezer. What do you think?
Sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
Sorry?
What did you say? I didn't hear that.
I said, do you think he should swap his steel one, trade it up for a solid gold, rose gold version of this VC on the screen?
Do you like it? Do you like it better, JJ? Do you like it more?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. It's got the same pop, the same blue dial, which I love. But I don't know. I just think it's like I have enough boarding pieces in my Rolex, like in steel. So I feel like this I can upgrade.
It is nice that I would. Personally,
I've been looking at precious metal Rolex a lot recently, and I'm like, but I'm getting away from the actual motto of steel sports Rolex and then precious metal, like, you know, luxury pieces. I don't want to start buying old precious metal Rolex. You know what I mean? It's not a good idea. I don't think. I think I'm better off keeping steel pieces in Rolex and then upgrading this to scratch the itch of another precious metal watch. And then I'll have the day date with yellow gold and this in rose.
I think it looks mint with that blue dial. That dial proper pops on it, doesn't it, with gold?
Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. I like it.
It fucking.
I know most people say
that tourbillon version looks amazing. You seen the tourbillon version there?
Yeah. Now you're talking. Yeah, the perpetual is awesome too. It's ultra thin.
I prefer other one, me, if I'm honest.
This one's way more money too. This is probably double, at least like double the price, I would say.
My God,
probably like 150 grand.
I never looked it up, so I'm not sure. But if I had to guess, I would say like probably 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? The bracelet on this watch just triggers me. As does the bezel, and the blue dial on the just the regular 3-hander is just so pure, and azure, just so perfect. This is my grail in steel.
Guys, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break. Timely, can you just cover me for 1 minute?
Yeah, you're right.
I'll be back.
No problems.
So,
JJ, you can sponsor the toilet break, JJ. Shh.
Not only do I got to work for free, but I got to pay to work. Jesus.
It's got to pay for a gold watch. You can't be doing shit like that. You've got to pay for a gold watch, haven't you, JJ?
Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Danny. I was not paying attention.
I say, you can't do that. You've got a gold watch to pay for.
Yeah, I can't give him super chats. I got to pay for watches here. I highly recommend buying watches.
I'm working my ass off trying to make enough money to get my next watch. I just finished my latest art piece on the lathe, the resin pour with burl, and it is by far the most dynamic, crazy, coolest piece I've made. It's fucking just off the hook. And I'm so stoked to be doing what I'm doing. You know, it's like, you know, when you find something that that really stimulates you, you know, and you like doing, and it, even though it might be work and take a lot of time, but you know,
I'll find that with masturbation, Mike.
Yeah, sure, that works good. That's like, you know, quick gratification. I'm more for the
easy with the quick.
Well, you know, it depends on the person, but no, I like, as an artist, my entire life, I've always worked on stuff and never really been 100% satisfied and handed whatever I was selling over. But and the people were, you know, completely oblivious to like whatever little imperfection I was nitpicking about. But I'm, you know, always never really 100% happy. But lately, with this new medium that I've adopted, doing the resin pours and working on the lathe, making vases and ash urns for pets, and bowls and stuff like that. I stand back and I look at it, and it's just like it's fucking perfect. I couldn't make it any better.
JJ is watching our $2 bathroom break, sponsored by JJ's Watch Hangout. Thank you very much for the.
I don't mean to take up JJ's time. That's all I had to say.
No, you're not taking up my time. I'm just listening.
No, you're right.
I just want to see.
I can show you the piece if you'd like.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
I'll get it. The base is still on the lathe. I'm finishing up right now. It'll be ready, finished tomorrow. But I have the piece done. I'll be right back.
Go grab it. So, how soon do you think all this is going to happen, JJ? If you want to,
probably within, I would say a month, maybe. I don't know. It's not like a super rush. Whenever it happens, it happens.
Yeah, you just want to make it happen, do it right.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. So it's probably.
So
I've been thinking about it for about 3 days now. What made me? Actually, I was talking to GMT late one night. We were having one of our strategic watch collection meetings. Yeah. We were just shooting the shit, and I was like, I really love this watch. I was watching a few videos on it. I don't know. I just feel like you still get the pop of the dial, but you get even more extra than the steel. I don't know. I reckon it's boring, but it's just that I don't know. I feel like I wear my Rolex more for steel pieces. I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon the rose gold makes the blue pop even more.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have this in rose next to the date in yellow. I think it'll be cool.
Oh man, dude, that in rose gold is just like one step above in steel. It's you have my utmost.
Do I get the approval? I got the
admiration. Admiration.
Do I get the seal of approval for this?
You got the mic of approval.
Oh man, that's my grail in steel. Just the 3-hander, just the basic one.
Yeah, no, it's great. Don't get me wrong, it's great. I just, well, you don't really like precious metal watches, right? Like you're a steel man through and through.
Me personally, I would like white gold, no problem. But gold doesn't really look that good. My skin color, my hair color.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so it makes sense to get it in steel for sure. I just want to add a little dimension to the collection.
Cool.
Piece would be cool.
Well, man, you couldn't pick a fucking cooler watch, in my opinion.
JJ, look at this. What a good guy. JJ's Watch Hangout, $2. Bathroom break, sponsored by JJ's Watch Hangout. Tell me, JJ, how often do you stream? Tell us, because we like to link to you. You have the Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, I usually do Sunday after you're done. I've been trying to do Wednesdays and Fridays, either before or after you go on. That's pretty much right now. 3 days. People have been asking to do more, so I've been trying to do them. But it's not like I'm not doing it like you, where it's like constant. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You want to keep it fun. You want to keep the fun. Actually, JJ, I want to say to you, man, I'm going to make sure I protect my panelists. So I've been a bit slack in the past. I wasn't always protecting you, and I'm sorry. Okay.
All good. We're all good, buddy. Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna go and everyone does those clips. I want to do a clip of Archie apologizing just to get it on record here.
No,
Sure. Yeah, I just want to say, JJ, I really want to apologize. I didn't protect you when you were being attacked the other day by stupid comments, and I got to tell you, man, you're a great guy, and I'm sorry I didn't protect you.
There you go.
I got to tell you, JJ, the other side of the coin is, have you actually thought about going for a walk on the wild side? Take a walk on the wild side, JJ.
Sure. What do we got? What do you have in mind?
Okay, so instead of the VC, how much money are you going to get for the steel VC? How much are we talking there?
If I had to rough it out, figure about 30 and
30?
60. 30 and 60. So it'd be like a 30,000 swap, roughly.
Okay. Have you thought about maybe going for a AP Royal Oak offshore?
Actually, I have not.
Have you thought about maybe going for a another Fykoff paddock?
Super chat.
Juco Ted, $5. Remember, everyone, protection is important. Brought to you by Trojan.
My man Duco. See, That's the protection right there, Arch.
So, Ted.
When you're nice to JJ, the super chats come.
Exactly. I got to tell you, I think for you, JJ, what about a JLC duometer? Would you buy one of those?
Oh, I love the duometer, the black dial one. Wasn't I showing you on your show? The white gold one. Oh, I love that one. That one's really cool. I wonder how much that would be to service. Probably a nightmare.
Oh fuck! Why do you have to bring up service costs? You know, you buy a
Your
Maserati.
fault. I never thought of service costs until you. You're the one who got that stuff.
You buy a Maserati. You buy a Ferrari. Why do you have to even mention service costs?
I would never buy it. Either one of those.
If you have enough to buy the watch, you have enough money to pay for the service. You know?
Yeah. Well,
I got to tell you,
my thinking was if I get the VC in gold, right? If I keep it in steel,
yeah,
it's very redundant to get a Royal Oak, right? But if I get that in gold, then it's not redundant to get a Royal Oak in steel.
Yes.
And then I could have a Royal Oak. I can have my Daytona.
This Vacheron is so much more than a Royal Oak, in my opinion.
Man, you got Mikey lathering, like frothing at the mouth over this one.
Oh, I've always frothed over it.
You wouldn't go for a patrimony. There's no way we can get you into a patrimony, something exotic.
No, I want to get away from the. That's why I want that in gold. That'll be my new dress piece.
Yeah. Wow.
The only dress piece I want is when I get if and when I get the call from Jean for the Octaloon.
That's a badass dress piece.
I will happily accept that.
John, yeah. Which one do you want?
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th one from the top row. The one that's that one. That's the exact one.
Oh wow, that is fucking cool. Is it like 40 mil or?
It comes in. It used to come in 38 and 40. Now it comes in 40 and 42.
40 and 42.
Yeah, I would get it in 40 either way.
Oh, yeah.
40.
Wow.
40 is my sweet spot.
At least it's that thing is.
The problem is they're so hard to get because people sell them because you could probably get like 100,000 more.
But, really?
Holy shit!
Super chat.
Super chat. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, there, Finchy.
Thank you, Heat.
Finchy, £2 wristwatch check. Biker Rooney. So I'm wearing my bluesy. Danny, what are you wearing, Danny? Bluesy. Danny. Oh, what's that? Frank Muller. Nice. Frank Muller. Yeah. I love it. Frank.
Wow. Fuck, beautiful. Dude. Balling.
Ooh.
Balling like a big
far
dog.
Out. Date, man. Fuck. But that's the same font dial as that new green that's come out, JJ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mr. Style.
Flip it all the time. Flip it out.
Class.
Mr. Old Man.
Pure class. Oh, nice. And it's got the beautiful backside. Man.
What are you wearing, Mike the Snake? What are you wearing?
I've been working on my lathe, and I don't wear anything nice, so I'm wearing my my samurai. My
no worries
samurai.
There. Have you thought about maybe, JJ, instead of a watch, any other things? What comes into mind when you're buying this shit? How about a car, Aston Martin, something like that? Anything crazy?
No, I don't. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not. I've never been like.
Here's the black dial. Look at this, JJ. Look at this. Look at this.
This is like this is a limited one. I'm pretty sure, right?
Wow! Look at the
200 limited to 200. What do you think?
Yeah. You can pick this up for under 30 grand. What a piece, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying, JJ. It's the same money you've got there, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's JJ LeCoultre, right?
You can keep the steel and get that, or you can get the rose gold.
That's what it says on the bar.
But the JJ LeCoultre is not going to retain its value like the Vacheron will.
Let's forget about that because that's apples and oranges. Let's compare this to something that's actually comparable.
Yes.
Let's compare this to the longer one moon phase white gold with the black dial. Let's put them back to back. They're roughly the same price. Which one would you take? That's a question right there.
Lang A1 moon phase. Let's bring it up. Bring it up, Time.
White gold with the black dial.
Or I can bring it up if you want.
How big is it?
I'm doing it.
Yep. Beautiful. See, They've also. Would you prefer the moon phase over the world time one, JJ?
Yeah,
I think the world time one's a bit busy.
Yeah, it's too cluttered for me.
A bit busy.
And it's big. It's very big. It's almost 42. It's 41.9. And longest sizes are very big. They're deceiving.
Yes, because they're very.
Yeah, big lugs. They wear big. Their lug to lug is very, very big.
Between these two, I actually like the ArchieLuxury one with the rainbow at the bottom.
What about the guys in the chat? I'm curious to see an overall.
I don't like any of them. Me, I think the both.
Was that an AP with the rainbow?
You don't like it, Danny?
No,
you don't like it.
No, it's a fucking watch. You can't read time on it straight away. You look at that, Archie, right? Then look away and tell me what time it was.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. I get it, but
252.
Yeah, but you've been staring at it.
152. Yeah, 152.
I don't know.
Losing yourself in the dial, it's a beautiful. I mean, there's times you look at your watch and then you look away and go, "Shit, what time was it?" And you have to go back and check, right?
You know, you have to do equations to work time out on that bastard.
That's what your phone's for.
Anthony Napoli says losing half the purchase price on a 100,000K watch isn't funny. Yeah.
Yeah, the Longue.
Look at this. Aiden,
you're not going to lose on.
Valentino, right? Just stick with the date. What more do you need?
For me?
Mr. GMT would be happy to see that.
Yeah.
I need a Vacheron blue dial with rose gold, so I could have rose and yellow.
I got to tell you this. Have you had many Langes, JJ? I forget. Did you have many?
No, I never had any. I've never had one. When I was looking, see, the thing is, you ever get caught in this dilemma when you start looking at one, like a certain brand, and you start getting into it, right? And the price is one price, but then by the time you decide you're really interested, like they skyrocketed. I remember looking at the 1815 chronograph boutique dial, the white dial with the blue, and it was like 45,000. And I went back and forth for the longest time, like, oh, should I get it? Should I not? Now they're like, I don't know, what, 65, 70?
Yeah.
They were like 85 at one point. Now they came back down to like 65, 70. But I just can't bring myself to buy it because I remember looking at it when it was 45, and now it just annoys me. So,
that's what happened to me with the Vacheron 5500 blue three-hander. When it first came out, I went to Tourneau and tried it on, fell in love with it, and it was just a bit out of my price range. I think it was about 13 grand. And but that was an instant like love at first sight. And now they're what, 40, 50 grand for steel.
I'd stick to that Vacheron, JJ, with blue dial. I think it looks much better than both of these.
Yeah.
I like this Lange in rose gold. They also do it in rose. I think the rose, the rose with the black dial, I think is fucking gorgeous.
Can we go back to the previous watch?
Yeah, all right.
Do they do the rose? Do they do the? I think actually the rose, even with the white, is. I'm just trying to remember. That's a fucking gorgeous watch.
Are these like 30? Are these 40 mil, or are these sizable, or are they?
I think these are 41. I think aren't they 40?
Oh, okay.
41ish. I think. But that moon phase is just gorgeous. And
very cool. Big date too.
What do you want to go back to, Mikey?
He wanted to go
the previous watch. I think it was the JLC with the rainbow at the bottom.
That was the duometer. The duometer, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like this one.
Oh no, that's not a rainbow. That's just a
rainbow, Mikey.
Out.
That's someone putting it over the serial number or something, yeah?
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, I like this one a lot. But never buy it because ArchieLuxury just does what it does.
But if you buy this secondhand, does it really matter, JJ? What do you think?
Secondhand, I'd buy it. I'd buy it secondhand.
I would buy this secondhand. I would never buy this new.
Yeah, no problem buying it secondhand.
Well, you can't get a new anymore anyway, but I think you can get these at like the high 20s now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
And look at the beautiful movement, man.
What about the Vacheron, JJ? You going for that new or?
No, pre-owned.
Can you get that?
I don't know actually. What is the new price, Arch? Can you look the MSRP on that gold piece? I don't think you could get it, to be honest. I haven't even looked.
By the way, Danny, you are a wonderful troll. Can we have a look at your? Can I have a look at that? Can I have a look at that atrocity that's on your wrist?
The what?
That atrocity that you're wearing.
Of course you can.
Oh, sorry,
it's
Danny.
62,000 euros, JJ.
What
Fucking hell.
Oh, so
for 4,500 VR.
So it's under retail on the secondary. All right. Just wanted to know.
The euro is roughly the same. Sorry. Apologies. Let me just bring this up here. I just got the Vacheron site up on the screen here. You're talking about the retail price of the 4,500. This price here is 62,000 euro. So the euro and the US are roughly 1 for 1. Holy fuck, 62,000.
It's about
solid gold, man. That's not
sure,
bad.
I'm pretty sure there's a long wait list for that.
There's 25,000. Will at least go over retail a bit.
They're right around there. It depends.
Around retail. Are you scared? Would you be scared going into a Vacheron when they went so high, but then they've come back so much? What the fuck?
No, because they came back. I would be scared if I was buying it at 90 and it retailed for 60. But
yeah.
Look, even if it goes down, who cares? Like, I'm not selling it. I don't know. I refuse to live my life like this. I'm not. This is not. I'm not picking stocks here, or you know what I mean. I'm buying
for fun.
Right. If you buy a car, do you say like, oh, what if it goes down? Like you expect it to go down. You're buying it because you want it.
Yes.
Yeah. I see something. I like it. I want it. I get it. And I don't care what the price is. If I lose, I lose. You know, on the backside. If I sell it, you know, at some point, and I lose my money, so what? That wasn't what I was thinking about when I bought it. I was thinking about what I was thinking about when I bought it, and you know, down the road is down the road, and you know, if you're always taking into consideration what you're gonna, you know, whether or not you're gonna lose or make money on something, you know, it's gonna vastly affect what you buy, you know, and if you really like something, you'll pass on it knowing that you're going to lose big on it if you know that, and therefore, you know, you might adjust how you buy it, like buy it secondhand, never buy JJ Lacuto like at retail, because you know they're like that 150 grand one is you'll never fetch that back, but on the secondhand market, you know, hey, you get it for probably a good deal.
JJ,
did you? Sorry.
JJ, you're only here once, yeah? So enjoy it while you're here, because life's too short, mate. So if you fancy that, get it and enjoy it.
Does it come on a net or?
Does it come on an 8-ounce strap?
No.
I got to say, JJ, you are a perfect poster child for not having children and getting married and divorced numerous times, because you have such amazing fucking toys. You know, fuck me, Dad. You got some toys. You got toys I could only dream of. You know that?
He wins. He
wins. You win, JJ. You win. You win, JJ.
You know, these Vacheron have a really cool quick release system for their bracelets too. They pop right on and off.
Arch, speaking of winning, I actually got to take off. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit and show a little support for the channel. But
hey, JJ, it's a tough day today for Super Chats. But JJ, I really do appreciate you coming on. I hope we've given you some love. Yes. We love your channel, and
thank you.
We're always here for you, man. It's always great to chew the fat. It's good to have fantasy collectors, you know. I can dream through your eyes, JJ. I like to.
Yeah.
JJ, would you ever consider the VC222 solid gold VC222? Yes, no, maybe. Tell me.
Nope.
No.
Because that's in the same tie-in, isn't it? Nothing.
Too vintagey looking. Yeah, it's not my speed.
Same genetics, but it's smaller and it's got.
It's a nice watch.
I don't think it's fallen enough yet. It's still a bit hyped. I think if you're going to buy that, you have to wait for it to crash a bit more.
What is it you always say, JJ? It's always fun to go shopping with someone else's money, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The best kind of shopping.
JJ, thank you for coming on, man. You're a great guy. Love you, okay?
All right, no problem. I'll see you, fellas. Bye-bye.
Chat to you later.
See you, mate.
Holy shit, Timely. What do you think of that, JJ? Fuck.
Why not?
I
think you should go for it.
I gotta tell you, that's amazing. Like I love my watches, right? I got a certain level I buy at. JJ's a whole different fucking ball game.
JJ's in a game of his own. He's in a whole new, like, he's created his own league.
Like, you know what? I really love that Breguet he's got. You know that Breguet? That's to me, that's fucking amazing. And
most of what he's got is fucking amazing, to be honest.
And he's got taste. He's got very good taste, along with enough to buy whatever he wants to buy. He's got exceptional taste in what he buys.
Let me put it to you: wouldn't you upgrade it to the rose gold?
Me? No, I if it came in white gold, I would.
No, I got to tell you, I've seen the steel one. The reason I'm hesitant is he brought it out when we went to Peter Luger's.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking nice.
Yeah.
So nice.
Steel or white gold.
So nice.
I wouldn't go gold if I had one.
I think the rose gold makes the blue pop even more. So I would.
Yeah, probably does.
It does. Definitely.
So I'd be jumping on that if I had the opportunity to do what he's doing now. I'd take it straight away because you don't know, you might not get that opportunity again, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a big. He's got to put a lot of money in. 30 US. You heard him talk the figures. 30 US
for solid gold. Vacheron.
That's the. He's got to get rid of his steel one and then put in an extra 30 US. I think he was saying.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of 30 US.
Well,
mind you,
this is the thing. If you can do it, you do it.
Yeah, he's solid gold too, man. I mean, just look at all the solid gold, chunky monkey watches. They're all, you're paying for a lot of gold right there.
And I like the fact you can swap it between, he's got the bracelet, the strap, and I think what was the rubber as well.
Yep.
Rubber.
Yeah, rubber. It's because you get rubber, you get leather, and you get the metal bracelet, depending on what you're.
Best of all worlds. You go on holidays, you can take this watch, take the whatever's on it plus the other two. Happy days. You can go anywhere. You can go out to eat, fancy restaurant. You can go just casually walking around. Done.
They're quick release on and off too, so it's just like easily done as well.
Just quickly as well. Last night I started watching Tulsa King. So Stallone, yeah. You guys seen Tulsa King before?
No, I haven't.
Well, this is from this is one of the This is one of the shots from it. So he's wearing a Piaget.
Far out.
How
old is Stallone now? How old is he now?
I'd be in his 70s now, wouldn't it be? Late 60s, early 70s.
Gotta be.
It's gotta be about 70.
So I did 25 years in the can, They did 25 years in jail. The guy gets out, didn't rat on anyone, didn't cut a deal, didn't do anything. Goes back to the family and he's expecting to be looked after, like given some form of territory or something to look after because he's a couple, right? He's one of the bosses.
Yes.
And they basically give him Tulsa and say, go out there and sort your shit out, and the town's free for all kind of thing. So we want it. And he thinks he's being exiled, but he goes out there and does what he has to do. And I've only started the beginning of it. It's pretty good. But yeah, he's wearing this throughout the show.
Piaget, huh? Cool.
Wow, amazing, isn't it? Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's near Clive, where Clive lives, isn't it?
Yeah. Clive is from out that way. So what do you think of the watch? I'm not a big Piaget fan, but I think it goes really good with his character.
Yeah, it looks good.
Piaget was a big brand in the 70s. They were really, you were minted if you had a Piaget. That's kind of like You know, that was such a fucking name, such a big heavy hitter watch. It's incredible.
How long do you think like the cycle is for a watch brand or type to cycle around? You know, like you say in the 70s, so that's what 30, 40 years, you know, and now, you know, they're not even spoken of, or but you know, so maybe every 40 years brand kind of you know, cycles around and becomes a forgotten brand.
No, I think it depends on the substance. See, the Piaget, they were very famous. They had the Piaget Polo, very famous, ultra thin, slim watch. That ultra thin shit isn't really that fashionable now. See, that's kind of the fashion's changed. There were some other brands. I don't know if you got. There was another brand that was really big in the 70s. Corum had some. They seem to have died off.
So just big guns here saying, so Stallone's going to play mafia figures now that he's old. Well, to be honest, I saw a little interview with him about the making of the show, and he wanted to play a mafia figure all through his career, but he's never had the opportunity. No one's ever said, hey, how about you do this? How about you do that? And he said, I got a phone call at like 1 a.m, woke up, picked up the phone. It was from his manager or someone saying, hey, there's an opportunity to play a mafia boss,
yes,
you know, for a show. And he said, I'll take it straight away. He goes, but you haven't even heard what the story's about. He goes, I don't care. I'll take it. I'll talk to you in the morning. I'm going back to work. I'll take it. It's mine.
Nice.
So he didn't even know what he was doing before he accepted it. And
I quite like Stallone. I like him.
Anthony Napoli. Yeah, it is. So he gets out of the can. All he's got to his name pretty much is the suit that he had in mothballs. He said, pinky ring from the boss as a gift, and this watch. So yeah, it's a 25-year-old, you know, watch, whatever it is. He comes out with it, but
that is his watch. That is his watch that he went in with. It's like Gordon Gecko. Yeah. One mobile phone, one gold watch, and so it's almost like a girl size Gal B. You know, the Gal B.
So he went in. The suit he was wearing, the watch, and the ring. And when he gets out, he gets the suit he was wearing, the watch, and the ring. And it's like a moment frozen in time. He doesn't know about iPhones. He doesn't know about Google or anything like that. He went away in like
how does he handle that? How does he handle that?
Look, not too bad. I mean, the old mafia ways are coming back.
Yes. What sort of business does he try to get into?
Hang on. You got a super chat. Big Guns.
Super chat from Big Guns, $5. Thanks for answering my non-super chat timely. Yeah, that's we see a thing there. We do that.
Yeah, we see something cool. We click on it and we go through it. But yeah, what business does he get into? Sorry, Mikey, go.
I just was going to ask, didn't Corum make those watches with the big giant domed crystals?
Yes, they did, and they also had the silver dot, the gold coin watch as well. You know that there.
Oh yeah. We have a super chat from Big Guns.
We've done that one.
I'm sorry, we missed that. Sorry, it's already been written. Yeah, I remember Corum. About what I remember about them are they're really highly domed crystals, and I didn't know that they. I guess I have seen that watch that it's made out of a gold coin.
Yes,
but I've seen that, but it just didn't really register.
And that they also had the golden bridge where they had their special. There was a very fucking complicated thing to do in the day. They had that golden bridge. Where it was one line where the whole movement was on. Amazing shit there.
Archie, just quickly, you got Mr. TW in the house as well, eh? Just as a
Mr. TW, hello there. Just very quickly, I'll just bring these watches up so you can see these are the Corums here. They had the Admiral's Cup. That's their very famous Admiral's Cup. That's an 80s. They seem to have died in the arse a lot. Believe it or not, I actually had for my wife at one stage a solid gold Corum Romulus. I had a Corum ladies Romulus.
Do you remember that Corum they did, and it were a Rolls Royce, and it just like the front grill of it?
Yes, 100%.
I like those line ones, the straight line ones. Is that the one where all the gears and everything are all on one
The
bridge?
Rolls Royce one.
Vertical
That's,
bridge.
whoops,
There you go.
That's the Rolls Royce one. They had the
Oh
grill.
wow! How cool is
Yeah,
that?
it was
Does it flip
very.
open?
With the
No,
8
it
ball,
was.
the big bubble 8 ball.
There we go. That's what
Solid
it
gold
looked
that
like
as well.
then. Yeah, they were. They're a very 80s thing. Okay, if you had the car, it was.
Oh man,
It's
yeah.
yeah.
Look
You
at
look
the
a
crown.
wanker
The
when you're
crown
driving a
is up
Fiesta
inside
without
the crown's
What's
up
the
into
damage
the.
on this, Arch? How much are one of these things?
They're not that expensive now because they were quite small too. In modern, look, here's the price: is $8,000.
8K. 8K.
Yeah,
8K
they.
goes through the
Oh, here's
box
one.
and
This
use.
one's 30 grand, $30,000.
If you got a Rolls,
Arch, what do you
Yes.
think? What did you think of the King Midas? Did you ever like that? The King
Yeah,
Midas?
yeah. Elvis Presley had one of those. You know.
Yeah, it's in his museum. He dropped it in the
Yeah.
water. They weren't waterproof. He dropped it in the pool, or he went into the pool and it got water damage in it. Apparently they were one of the heaviest when they brought them out. They were one of the heaviest gold pieces, gold Rolexes.
Here you go. That's the.
I think
the
it was
Elvis
given to.
one.
is that it there? The
Yeah,
King
the
Midas.
I think
Wow,
Colonel
look at
Parker
that.
may have given it to him, wasn't it? Colonel
No,
Parker.
he got gifted it for a show he did somewhere, and the mayor.
Houston Livestock Show Officers, 1970.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah. That's the one.
Wow.
And there you go. It was damaged. There you go. Water wasn't waterproof there. Yeah.
There's still a few about on Chrono 24. You can still. I don't know what they were asking for them now, but there is still a few about.
Yeah, they're kind of an acquired taste.
Acquired taste.
Yeah.
Look, Elvis's watch collection was an acquired taste. If you look back at most of it, like he had a Venturi.
He gave a lot of it away, but he gave a lot away.
No, he had a sub.
He had a what?
He wore a sub in one of his. He wore a sub in one of his movies. One of his movies.
Tiger's Eye. That Tiger's Eye dial right there.
They put crown on left hand side of this, didn't they? Because something to do with everything King Midas touched turned to gold, so they put it on the left hand side.
Yes.
Well, it's either there or it's on the. It's in
33K.
It protrudes into the bracelet on some of them. It seems.
33,494 Aussie private seller.
That's right. Not cheap, are they?
I'll be right back up. 2 seconds.
Hey, no worries. It's I think OC has a King Midas. They had a very special. They had a special box for them as well. They had a.
That's right.
Yep.
Back up a little bit.
They had the King Midas
it's like
box.
that. Yeah, this is it here. Actually, that's the box.
Oh wow,
that's
cool.
Yep. So they it was.
And when did they stop making them? When did they
I could make that kind of a watch box.
I think they were actually just pulling up an article here from it. I think in the 70s that they were a 70s thing there, and they had between 150 and 200 grams of gold. It was carved from a single block of 18 karat yellow or white gold.
That's right.
The word King Midas was engraved on the side. Actually, I'll bring this. Let me bring this. I'll share this article. This is actually quite an interesting thing on it.
And it had that point on it, didn't it, to represent one at temples or something, would it?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. It's where is it? Where is my King Midas gone? Where's he gone?
When you were scrolling down, there was one dial they had that was Tiger's Eye. That was
King Midas by Rolex Cellini. A Midas for a king, a duke, and a villain. The most famous of them was the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis. Watch 4343 was given to Elvis after performing 6 shows at the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo.
Yep.
What is the that doesn't mean anything to me. Is that a big thing, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo?
Well, he was only doing he was only doing the. He was only doing.
Never you mind about that. Only doing this.
Early.
Only doing that. It takes a director here. Actually, I want to know what to fucking answer about this series me and you are going to do. Giving people professional advice and telling them how to get the Rolex of the dreams. Are you taking me up on the offer? I've got all the professional tips and tricks and hints you could ever want. What say you?
You asked me a question about the show, Arch. The show, Houston, the livestock show.
Yes. What was that special show? Was it
the Colonel Parker? He was a carny. I don't know what you know what I mean by carny and
carnival type.
Carnival.
Sideshow.
So sideshow. So there was he made. I think they made more money with. It would be a grand production. They'd have a week or 2 weeks prior where they'd just go in and flood the place with all the merch, all the Elvis, whatever you could buy, shirts, bloody blah, 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 the stand, like a sideshow thing. And I don't know how many nights he did there. He might have just done the one show, or he might have done a couple of
Actually,
shows.
he did 6 nights. They said he did 6 nights. Just very quickly, John Wayne had one. John Wayne had number 557.
Yes. The Duke, John Wayne, yeah.
The Midas even made an appearance in a James Bond movie, 1974, The Man with the Golden Gun.
Golden Gun, that's right. Yep. Who was that actor? Who was that actor in that?
Quite
Golden
appropriate.
Gun?
Francisco Scaramanga. That was
Scaramanga.
Played by Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee,
the ultimate villain.
See, one thing about Tom Parker, right? So everyone put shit on him, and that's probably it's right to do so, but. When Elvis was in the army for his stint, he kept the show alive to some degree, and when Elvis come back, he went straight back into it. So they didn't forget about him over his.
True.
Yes.
Yes. True.
Oh, look at this! They got they've tracked all of them. They've tracked all these watches here. They track. The thing is, too, the funny thing is with Colonel Parker. People said that he ripped Elvis off, but Elvis said he always had gigs.
Yep.
There was never. Yep. Because you got to remember, we think Elvis is the king. Who wouldn't want to pay to see Elvis? Who wouldn't see Elvis? But he survived he came out 50s, 60s, 70s, 3 decades, 3 very different decades.
And even people now, new generations, kids now, they're even listening to Elvis. Yeah, so he did such a good job at promoting him. He's going to be there forever. It's not one of those ones that you sort of forget in history.
Exactly. So it's one of these things. A lot of stars like. Were you a David Cassidy fan?
Not really me. It was my sister was. She was big. When he came to Australia. Remember when he came to Oz after?
Yes. He came in the 70s.
What was the show?
70.
Yeah. What was
Partridge
the show?
Family. Partridge.
That's right. Yeah. He came to Australia. He was huge.
They also had that situation where a girl was crushed to death in London. I think it was. But the funny thing is, David Cassidy, he had more fans than the Elvis Presley fan club and the Beatles combined. Did you know that? But David Cassidy kind of he had his period. He got ripped. They all do stupid. They seem to do silly things. These guys, right? And unfortunately, David Cassidy passed away a couple of years ago. He was virtually bankrupt.
True. Yeah, he died broke. He had some issues as well. He had some major some issues. But yeah, in the 70s, yeah. What year was that he came out? 70.
Well, I was only a baby. I was only Yeah, 74, I think it
72,
was.
73. You know who's big in Europe, or was big in Europe, was David Hasselhoff.
Yes! Can you believe that? David
yeah.
Hasselhoff? Fuck!
Yeah.
I mean, he made it to number one as a singer in Europe.
Yeah,
Huge,
He was on the
Germany?
when they knocked the Berlin Wall down. Remember, he did the show on the wall with the flashing, the flashing.
I watched that live.
Here we go. NATO says,
Yeah,
Arch,
you
you are
remember
the
that, Snake?
only 50-year-old David
I watched
Cassidy
it live
fan
on
I've
TV.
ever come across. I like his. They called it bubblegum pop, and you know, they're very catchy tune and very produced. But what happened to Elvis in the end? There, he was getting 50. His colonel was getting. They split the proceeds, didn't the profits? Isn't that what happened at the end? I think Elvis spent.
He actually sacked him. I haven't seen the movie.
Yes.
The movie that has come out. I don't know whether it's on Netflix or what it's on. I think there's a lot that's not really come to out. You know, about what actually happened. Between him and the colonel. But I think he said you're sacked, but I don't think he could actually sack the colonel because, you know, as Timely said before, you know, when he went into the army, you know, the colonel sort of kept the flame never went out.
We just all shook up.
Yeah. But
right, I'm gonna jump off anyway, so I'll speak to you all later.
Danny, thanks for coming on, man. Thank you.
No worries,
hey, Danny.
Thank you.
See you, Mike.
We'll have another
Danny.
laugh next time.
Love the grill, Danny.
Yeah, definitely, Mike.
Love the grill, man. Love the grill.
Cheers. See you later.
Last night, me and Danny were fucking on the floor laughing, man. I made him spit his beer out like 3 or 4 times.
Tommy.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Tommy, yeah.
Take the fucking control. Hey, TW, please.
What?
Increase your energy levels, but don't derail the bloody show. It's going well. I get the press listening to you. Come on. Cut the cliches out. You, TW.
TW,
show is doing well. Come on, let's get back to watches.
Good cap.
All right, well, in the spirit of getting back to watches here, I've got some little bit of some news, I guess. It's not going to be for everyone, but it is news. Green Seiko is bringing this model out. Let me just bring it up.
Oh, I got it on the screen. I just pressed it. Look
February.
at that.
That's pretty nice.
So that's coming out next month, according to Green Seiko.
No.
Come on, we need to get Mr. TW's energy levels. We need to get them up. He needs to.
So limited to 500 pieces.
He's a real little bit like me, just a little bit.
It's not waterproof.
It's limited.
It's just a snap case, isn't it?
I think so. 38 mil. Zaratsu polishing.
Oh, it's titanium.
Titanium. Oh yeah, they can Zaratsu polish titanium. Yeah, they can Zaratsu polish titanium. Zaratsu polish is just a tin wheel. It's a polishing method on a tin wheel.
TW, I recommend amphetamines.
Shit, that's getting a
been there, done that, Narc. Been there, done that, Narc. Been there, done that.
Take control of the show,
Timey.
Take control of the show. Yeah.
I got it.
Please.
Timely. I got to tell you this. Yes, it is limited edition, and it's.
Is it a JDM market only, or is it JDM, or is it going to be?
No, I think it's world. I think it's world. I think it's world.
This will be world. So this 28,800 beat movement minus plus 5 seconds to minus 3 seconds a day. Power reserve of 3 days.
So that's not that's a standard beat movement. Like it's not a high beat because Grand Seiko is famous for high beats.
28,800 back in the day was a high beat movement. Now it's just considered standard.
Yeah. Rolex was about 15.6. You know that 15,600 beats, like the old Explorer ones and stuff like that.
lot of the old vintage watches, 17 jewel, were roughly around the 18,000 mark, and then you get the 21,600 and so forth, and blah 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 blah. Don't want to bore anyone, but yeah, that's a pretty looking case back display.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's nice.
How many mils is this?
We'll have a look in a second.
38.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think I said, did I say 38 before?
Yeah, 38. You said
13,800. That's Aussie, is it?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's Aussie dollar.
Aussie dollars.
Aussie dollar.
Fuck. I don't think it's cheap. Do you?
Not cheap.
Not cheap. No.
Not cheap at all.
Not cheap at all.
I love the aesthetics of it. I love the look of it. It's going back to vintage days.
But 13,000. This should be about 5,000, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Is that Aussie? Is that Aussie 13?
Yeah, that's Aussie. So that's
Aussie?
10 US. We're talking 10 US. It reminds me of those, you know, those vintage Omegas, Tony. You know, the vintage manual wine Seamasters,
yes.
or the DeVilles.
It's got the
13,000 is a lot of money. I don't know what you think, Timely.
Dolphin hands, the double indices at the main hour markers. I mean, it looks just like a vintage Seamaster, like you said.
Yeah,
a lot of bloody money. I wouldn't be rushing out to get one, but if
it is beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but
titanium as well. So I know you're paying extra for titanium.
This is manual wind. You can see because it doesn't have the rotor on the back there. Manual wind.
Yeah.
Mechanical. Yeah. Yeah. I never liked titanium. It feels like Teflon. You know that saucepan stuff. It's so fucking non-stick, but you can't use a scourer to fucking clean the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
The thing with green silica is it's the detail of. Yeah, they're gold hands. They're rose gold. So
rose gold. Okay.
The detail, like even look at the hands, right? You've got this beautiful beveled edge, and you've got the brush finish on top. And I mean, this is under macro.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no, you can't see any flaws. Well, I can't see any flaws in this picture in regards to the handset or dial. So you are paying extra, I guess, for that level of quality, but damn, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a harking back to the original, the Grand Saint with the die shock 24 jewels.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
What do you guys in the comments think? Is it worth the what was it, 13 Aussie for this, or would we just be buying Rolex for 13?
Second-hand Rolex.
Yeah, second-hand, obviously.
See, you can get
money's money.
On the watch market has fallen a bit there. You can get a nice Explorer 2, 42 mil for this sort of money second-hand. I mean,
Luxurious got a beautiful Datejust on their website at the moment. 40 mil Jubilee, fluted bezel. I think it's about the same money or less.
What happened? Sure. You were going to get that Tudor. Did you get the Tudor? Did you end up ringing them?
Well, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything back. They were closed. It said it was closed on Monday. They didn't get back to me, Arch.
Okay.
So no, I'm not really. Look, it's nice, you know, but I'm just. I don't know. I think the burgundy. You know, I haven't seen it in the wild. You know, I haven't actually seen the color of the burgundy. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it that rich burgundy, or is it? You had one, didn't you? Didn't you have the burgundy?
Yes, I did. It's beautiful. Yeah, I've had it 3 times. Yeah, beautiful.
It's cornered the market on the burgundy.
Haha.
Well, well, all right. Look, in all fairness, you've had 3 of the burgundy. I've had 2 of the black.
Oh, is that right?
So one of my first big buys was the Tudor Black Bay 41, like I've got now, but I had the leather strap.
Yes. Tell me this watch here, why is it so much more expensive than, you know, that classic 321 on a steel bracelet? Why is it so much more? I don't understand.
Couldn't tell you. That's their pricing.
Yeah, far out.
That's a Grand Seiko fanboy question.
Yeah. Have you been to the you know what happened? My friend Vintage Watch Co, he was an agent for Grand Seiko, and then what they did is they kind of shafted him. They took it away and they just told him via email. That was it. You think, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't really nicely.
Well,
I
isn't
felt
he still he's not an agent for Seiko anymore?
I think he's agent for Seiko, but he's not for he's not for Grand Seiko.
Were they looking at opening up a?
No, well, they opened up they got in Sydney. They got their boutique. That's what they did.
They just shafted him so they could open their own. They don't want competition.
Yeah, but that's still not nice to just. They didn't even talk to him. Like, they just sent him an email, said, "Boom, this is what's happening. That's it."
Bad luck.
And you think,
move on.
Yeah. I went in there one day. He had a Willard. You know the Willard.
Yeah,
the Apocalypse.
Willard.
The big.
Yeah. 6105.
Big turtle.
I was tempted to pull the trigger on it, but it's big. It's a big watch. Big.
Yeah.
Have you, TW? Have you had, like, when you had watches? Did you have a watch collection, or did you have just one watch? Like what's the go with yourself there?
Oh, I just had one, you know. But like I said, I've had 2 Rolexes. I've had a Tudor, and yeah, not a like full, you know, like.
I'm just going to pull this up. Let me just pull this up. So you're looking 13.8, right, Aussie? Look at these other ones here on a bracelet. This is 8,000. Just under 10. See, I can't see the 13.8 value. I can't see double the value. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like this, I can see that. I reckon for $8,000, this isn't terrible. Okay.
This is because the Grand Seiko, the Grand Seiko line is a different factory. It's a different. Everything's, you know, like hand finished, hand done. Like
they've also got the Creedor. You know that they got the Creedor above that as well. But you know, Seiko,
that's right,
has got a few. Like, you have a look at some of these things here, and the value proposition isn't. See, this is what people get into.
If you look into some of the Presage lines, I think that one they brought out recently, the Sharp Edge series.
I like the Presages. I think the Presage, but the really cheap Seikos, they've gone to they're China or Indonesian made. They're kind of Malaysia.
That's where my Orange Monster was made.
I don't think the quality's there.
I've got a JDM Presage.
Like, look at this. How the fuck can they justify 64,000 for this is a high beat limited edition. 64 fucking that. Why would you buy that?
Someone's going to pay for it.
I just don't get it. Like, wouldn't you buy Rolex? Wouldn't you maybe I'm missing something.
Japanese loyalist who just wants to stick with Japanese companies or something like that. Because for that kind of money, man, you're in Patek Lengay territory, you know, and it's like.
So this is the 321. Right, this here is 7750. How does that? I'd prefer that to that one for 13.8. You know what I'm saying? This is an automatic.
They do a beautiful dial. They do a lovely dial.
But I don't know what to say there.
You're
really.
Right. No, you're
Timely,
right. I mean,
would you get a Grand Seiko?
If I got a good price on one, it would be that GMT with the blue GMT hand. You brought it up the other week or something. It was a good looking piece. I would get that at a good price, but nothing else.
TW.
Yes. Yes, Arch.
Watch collection. You've ever had a watch collection, or you basically had one watch, then you sold it to get another watch? Did you have a collection of watches ever?
Oh yeah, I've had geez, my father got me. I had a Bulova, on a leather strap.
That's like
just
a tuning
no seconds
fork.
hand, black dial. Yeah, it was the one of those ones where it didn't have a crown. It was quartz, but you had to push it in. You had to push.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the thing to adjust the hours or the minute hand and that. But I'm talking back in the 80s.
Let's have a look here. What do we got here, Timely? Look at this. We got some Seikos. This is from Apocalypse Now.
Well, we were talking about the Willard before. Well, there's the captain himself, and that's his watch.
Willard right there. Yeah.
That's a 6105-8110 Seiko Total. That's the iconic piece. And then next to it is Brando's own GMT Master 2, I think. But he's pulled the bezel off it. He wears it bezel-less.
Yeah. Captain
he preferred
Willard,
it that way.
He was strange. He pulled the bezel off. The story was he said he pulled the bezel off to make it look more classy or something. I don't know whether that's true or not.
GMT Masters. Thank you, Strider. Strider, jump on, man. Good to see you in the chat.
He had a few. Brando had a few Rolexes.
No,
I think he had.
Sorry, hang on. Did he pull the bezel for the move? No, that's his watch, and he just thought it looked better without it, so he's just removed it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just in general.
In the story was he pulled the bezel off to make it.
Apparently, Frank Sinatra hated Brando. Frank Sinatra hated Brando. Brando was a method actor, and Frank Sinatra thought this was.
So did Burt Reynolds. So Burt Reynolds was a big fan of Brando, and he looked up to him as like a bit of a mentor or someone for his own acting career. And then one day he said he met him, and he was just obnoxiously rude to him. And after that point, he just couldn't stand the guy.
Wow.
You know where they made that? You know where they did Apocalypse Now?
Where's that?
North of Manila.
Yes, that's right. It was the Philippines. It was Philippines. Yes, correct.
Yeah. He had a heart attack there, Sheen. He had a heart attack and had to stop production for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Far out.
But the original casting for it, before they got Sheen, they'd asked because Dennis Hopper was in it, and they asked what was his name? Oh, fuck, the name, I can't think now. What was his name? They asked him, and he came onto the set. He did some takes, and what's his name? Coppola or something wasn't happy, or something went wrong, and then they asked Sheen, and so Sheen went into it. The first guy they had, I can't think of his name. I'm trying to think of the other movies he was in.
Timber Tramp, with me on the show, if you did that, you'd need to go get your stomach pumped.
That's exactly right. And it's always hard. It's always easy to criticize the panelists here. It's hard to get on here. Come on. Why don't we get some? Come on the panel. You can jump on there. We can chew.
What was that one? I missed that. Have a drink every time you what?
That's just a mannerisms there. Just looking at
but not you, Timely, but I'm guilty of it as well. I mean, I even had Narc come on and Timely. Make sure you don't every sentence with okay? Yeah. All right, Timely. Who we got here? We got
Mr. Sexy. How are you,
boys,
Sexy
what's going on? Listen, right? You've got great topics, awesome watch conversation, but the problem is you guys have, since no one wants to jump on and tell you guys, the energy level is way too low. It's like you're putting
energy.
Let's boost the energy then. Let's
people
boost
that
it.
aren't
Ready?
falling asleep.
Boost it.
Come in, get it. Come in, get it. Come in, get it. You won't regret it in 2023 at TINT Snack Bar.
on! Let's do it, boys. Wake up. Get the energy going. Let's go.
There you go. There's some energy for you.
How long did it take you to film that one? How long was the production on that?
2 minutes. 2 minutes,
like
and that was
one.
it.
That's
done.
a good one.
One take wonder.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
This is a great one.
What do you think of this? Yep, that's good. Done. We're running that one. But it's only I don't care. We're running it.
That's how we're doing it. That's how I roll. No fucking around. Just do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, boys, as I was saying, great
Yankee
topic.
Doodle, $2. The energy is great. Intelligent conversation. Yankee Doodle likes it. Yankee Doodle likes it.
Thank you, Yankee Doodle.
Aside from getting up and jumping
listen.
up and down,
You know what I love about some of your people in the chat, your viewers. They're very kind-hearted and won't say the truth. All right, you need to lift up the energy to keep people engaged, because at the moment they're either falling asleep and knocking on the button and leaving the show, or they're just not interested. They lose interest. So you got to lift up the energy, get it going, get it pumping. You know what I mean? I just thought I can't put my 2 cents worth in, but for whatever it's worth, it might not be worth anything.
That's okay, man.
To us, it's worth everything.
I love you, boys. That's why I'm here. I gotta go, but take care and stay sexy.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy.
Stay sexy, my friend.
Top snack bar. He spent a fortune on advertising with us. We might be in the wrong market for him. I don't know if he's got any customers from our advertising, but he's lovely. He's got a great sense of humor. It's what's your favorite Vietnam movie? Timely. What's your favorite Vietnam? Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now. What's your favorite Vietnam movie?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? It's going to be a more recent one. Probably We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson and Sam Elliott. And not so much for Gibson's acting. I actually like Sam Elliott a lot more. But I just like his character in it and how he goes about things. But yeah.
Based on a true story, Timely, that was. Based on a true story.
Correct. I don't know about watches in that movie. I haven't really looked it up. It was just off the cuff. What about you?
What's the name of that movie again? We were
soldiers.
We were soldiers.
I do not know about the watches. I know in Deer Hunter there were some watches. There's a mention in there as well. I think there was a Rolex in that.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
From memory. You got Platoon. Yeah, great movie. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning, Vietnam.
Yes, Robin Williams was amazing in that.
I love war movies.
Here, I'll do one. I'll bring the energy up. Listen, Arch, listen to this. Good morning, Archie.
I'm glad I turned that down. In Good Morning Vietnam, a lot of the comedy, a lot of what he does on the radio was off the cuff. He just ran, they let it run, and he just started doing jokes, and they just used what they wanted out of that. That was just him going at it.
He was a genius. He was an absolute genius.
Yeah,
brilliant.
You know, when I went to America, I went to visit the Morkamindy House in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, cool. I love that show. I love that show.
The sad thing with
July, that's another good one.
Actually, that's an amazing movie. You and your Vietnam bullshit. You believe them?
What was your movie? Your choice?
I thought
What about the Tom Cruise one?
Very sad movie. Sad movie. Fucking sad. That was Tom Cruise in Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
That was a really sad movie. That it just shows you. I got to tell you something. Having
super chat.
Here we go. Super chat. M3 6-speed $5. Arch. Aside from Maserati Blue, which Daytonas have you owned? I'm more of a GMT and Sea Dweller fan, but lately 116520 white dial are growing on me. So that's 116520. That's the non-ceramic. That's the steel bezel. The steel bezel. I got to tell you, M3 6-speed, the Maserati Blue is the only Daytona I've owned. I've only owned one. I did
That was a
wear.
nice one, Arch.
What a one to wear.
That was a beautiful one.
I did wear. Yes, it was. I had a rose gold chocolate dial one. I actually.
My favorite thing about the Maserati.
I bought that and sold it overseas. It was
my favorite thing.
Bring this over. Sent me. A friend of mine said to me, "Do you want a free trip overseas?" He said, "Oh, he bought it. He gave me the money and said, buy it and bring it over." And because he had a customer for it, but yeah.
Bring up the Maserati blue. Bring it up. Let's have a look.
Maserati
My favorite thing about this watch has nothing to do with the watch, and I know that sounds ridiculous. My favorite thing about the Maserati blue dialed watch was every time you would show it on camera, you had this little smile on your face, like you know, you knew how good this thing was and how sexy it looked.
Oh, it just popped. Look at this. Look at this. How could you not? It just popped. It just absolutely popped.
Was that an aftermarket dial on that, Arch? That you?
No, Rolex did that. They did that. No, they did that. That was a factory dial. It was only available on the 116523. It wasn't available on the model after that, 116503. It was only on the 23. It was.
Shit, that was a nice watch. That was a beautiful Daytona.
Yeah. No. It was. It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. That I got to tell you, I think I prefer my ceramic sub, because it's the thing about the Daytona was very flashy with that gold bezel. The gold bezel's a little bit over the top, but it was a magic watch.
Yeah. I'm not a big two-tone fan, like I've said before a few times in the past, but I think this does it well.
Now, tomorrow's show, guys, we're going to be looking at I got some of the footage from the American tour. We'll have a look at some of the footage there, okay? We've got some.
Can we go through the entire trip from start to finish in a way? And because, I mean, we haven't done it justice. We've touched on a few things here and there. I know why. I get it. Let's not go into it, right? That's the forbidden topic from now on.
Yeah.
But we should do it justice. It was a great trip. A lot of people looked after you very well. And it was a fantastic for those guys not to, to go through
100% right there. 100% right. It was a
I'd like to see the full tour. I know you came back.
We'll see what we can do there.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, the full tour. I've only seen bits and bobs of it, just little bits and pieces, but I know you went to a lot of places.
Oh, it was a lot of fun there. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I stayed in Dallas. I went to Fort Worth. It was an incredible trip. That was.
What did you think of Texas or Dallas? What did you think of that? Texas?
Amazing. It was an amazing trip. Amazing. The whole thing was amazing. I'm just posting it now, actually. So that's for tomorrow. Actually, I just made a mistake on the time. I better fix that up. I'll fix that up now. I just put it on. Wrong thing. Done now. So that's all set for tomorrow. We're going to run that there. Timely, what other watches do you remember I had there? What other watches do you remember?
Well, you had the Bluesy before. This is your second Bluesy, I think. Second time round. You had a solid gold blue dial, but
I had a V serial number. That was kind of the transition, because it had the inside Rohart.
Didn't you have a president?
Oh, I've had a couple presidents. Had a couple, yeah. I've never had a 40. I've only had the 36.
36, yeah. You had a full black dial one as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and I couldn't sell it. Believe it or not, it had black with Romans. When I put a champagne dial, it sold quick. Can you believe it? Everyone criticizes champagne.
Yeah,
but I know that's what they want there. They want that dial. It's The thing is, presidents now, they're getting expensive. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. I think, in all honesty, TW, to get a watch
30,
as a man
35.
now, yeah, it's a lot of
30,
money. I mean, to get
35. For a good one.
how do you find it? Even a Tudor's not cheap.
No, but to get that kind of money, I think this is.
I'm writing dicks here. I'm writing dicks here. I'm writing dicks here.
So anyway, you're going to get the money, I think, for that. That's a bit expensive for me.
Exactly. You've got to, yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. The
So you had your two-tone bluesy. You went to the airport and got very noticed.
Yeah, that's exactly right there. That was a great piece. That there, I love that piece. I'll see if I can pull up a picture.
Yeah, bring up a picture. Let's see. And you had. So I remember you did this outside. You on your little table there, your outdoor table. You had the Air King there. You had the Milgauss there. Was it the Explorer? What'd you have there? You had an Explorer. I can't remember 2 or 1. Can't remember. You had the Bluesy there. And then you had Maserati.
That's right. That was an amazing piece. That was a great piece. That great.
And that
memories.
That was just after the Caliber 11, the Man on the Fucking Moon, the Breguet, the Super Ocean. What else did you have back then as well? The Reverso stayed with you through and through.
You know, I had the Zenith. Remember, I had the Zenith. I love that Zenith.
You had the
you had the El Primera, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a great watch.
Super chat, Arch. Will Money, $5.
Ooh, super chat here. We're welcoming super chat. Will Money, $5. Arch, what Mikey leaves out of his delightful antidotes is that the hunting cat's favorite delicacy was a tie between badger, bald eagle, and peregrine falcon. Thank you, William Money. Thank you, William Money there. Very, very cool.
We've got Papillon is an awesome movie, not really a war movie. Yep, agree.
Tell me this. Timely, are you a fan of any pre-ceramic you prefer to the ceramic? What's your opinion? See, I'm a bit like when they brought out ceramic, I was so in favor of the pre-ceramic. I couldn't get my head around it. But then once I kind of fucked around with it a bit, I thought, fuck, this is really, really good. And I've become a convert.
This is probably going to sound stupid to someone like you.
Yes.
But I actually like, one of the last of the Submariners where they still had the acrylic crystal even.
Yeah.
So I think it was like 80s, late 80s or something around there. They still had the acrylic crystal, like dome crystal on them.
Oh, okay, 1680.
And they were tritium, and to me, that's...
You had a 1680, didn't you, Arch? You had a 1680.
I've had a few 1680s. I've had a few. They are a superb... Thank you. They are a superb watch.
Geez, you're spoilt, man. You looked after really well, I'll tell you.
I'm very lucky.
You're getting service to the door there, Arch. You're getting service to the door.
Exactly. No, very lucky there. The thing with these is I liked the Submariners. I preferred them when they got the gold in the bracelet, in the clasp. Yes. I think that's... the funny thing is, years ago, I bought a two-tone, a black dial sub, like this one here.
Yep.
And I'd never really liked the black dial. I wore it for a week and fell in love with the watch. It was amazing.
So in person, looks a lot better than it does in photos.
Well, when you wear it, it just feels, it's not as, the bluesy's a bit too in your face. Whereas, that's what I mean by the clasp there. It's got the gold in the clasp through the
stripe. The bluesy's very versatile. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's a utilitarian piece as well. It's waterproof. You can swim in it, go in the surf, give it a wash up, and then go out to dinner at night with it on.
Are we still talking about the watch?
I had a 1976 Sea Dweller that I loved dearly.
Oh, that's a very valuable watch. What happened to that?
You know what happened to it.
Oh, the fire.
You had a sea dweller, Mikey. You had a sea dweller.
Oh, I had 2 or 3 sea dwellers and 2 or 3 subs at the time of losing everything. Yeah, I'd gotten a couple of subs and found that they dug into my hand, and then I discovered the sea dweller and bought I think a total of 3, ending the first one. I think the second one was the 1976, and then, but yeah. I just found that the sea dweller fit. It wore better on my wrist. It was a little bit raised up off my wrist, and the crown didn't dig in. So I kind of had a thing for sea dwellers.
Was it all
pre-ceramic?
Was it all steel, Mikey, or was it two-tone or two-tone?
No, it was all.
No. They're only
steel. I've never owned anything gold ever.
Arch, what do you think of that one there, top right-hand corner, champagne dial with a blue bezel? What's your opinion on that?
Okay, so that's the 30 dial, the champagne there. You know what? I actually had a solid gold one with that dial. A friend gave it to me to sell, and I sold it for him. It was solid gold. That's called 30 dial. I'll be honest with you, I think I prefer the blue dial. They've got diamonds and also sapphire indices. They're a little bit.
They brought out a few of them with the UAE, the sheiks, the ones they had the.
Yeah, I think these were quite popular in that market there. But I kind of think the blue, the rarest of these subs is actually the they use that stone, lapis lazuli, that blue. They have original lapis lazuli stone dial.
Lapis lazuli.
So yes, that's the not in the two-tone and the solid gold. But I got to tell you, subs I've owned. Let me show you. While
you're bringing that up, I want to ask like the snake how a sub cut into his hand, like how it didn't feel right. Mikey?
Yes, sir.
How did the sub cut into your hand? Like, how did it feel uncomfortable? What was the go?
Probably the
crown.
pre-class.
When I raise my hand up like this, the crown would dig into my hand, and I have a permanent little dimple on my wrist from it. And this is the old pre-ceramic 40 subs.
Did you wear it too loose? Is that what it is? And it just kept sliding down. I mean, you can adjust it.
I actually had to. I wear them fairly tight because I've got a funky wrist, and if I don't wear my watches fairly tight, they roll over like to the side.
Yeah.
So I either wear them very loose, like this watch is just loose as shit, or I wear them tight and they stay right where they want them. That's how I wore my subs, and I just found that the Submariners, the crown just dug right into my hand and made this.
Do you wear it above the knuckle, below the knuckle, or on the knuckle?
You mean the bone here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
above the knuckle.
Above it, in front of it.
In front of it. Okay. So you're cutting. Okay. Yeah, so, maybe because the sub's supposed to be one of the like it's a perfect kind of watch. It's the right size, good everything. To put it on the wrist, it should feel pretty comfortable.
Oh, it did, but like I said, I just the Sea Dweller's a dead ringer for a sub, but it has more of a bulbous bottom, and it lifted the watch up off my wrist a little bit, and it just wore better, and so that's why I started buying those.
I can't resist. I have to ask you: do you like a more bulbous bottom better?
I like bulbous bottoms. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. But I actually like perfect asses better.
You like a bubble? You like a bubble back, Mike? You like a bubble?
I'm not a big bubble bum. I'm not a big bubble butt fan. I like just a nice, perfect ass, like toned,
perfect,
athletic, perfect ass. That's my bag. But
I'll show you some of the subs I've had, Timely. Let me show you the subs here, okay? Look at this. So I had a 5508, okay? And that I bought it from a dealer who had actually converted it into a two-tone, which is fucking sacrilege because he fucked the dial up. But anyhow, I bought it and sold it. I've also had a 5512. So the 5512, that's the chronometer grade movement in the no date sub. This is the plastic. I've had a few of these 5512s. The rare ones are the pointed crown guards. That's the rarer ones.
Yeah.
I've had
They're
5513s.
big money now.
5513s. I've had a few of these. The last one I had was actually a late 80s one, because that's just before they stopped it. And a lot of the late ones, they had that spider crazing on the dial. I've also had 16. I've had 1680. Okay, so you can get 1680 red or white. Okay, I've had both.
Yep.
I also have had. I've had a few of those 16. I remember I got a red one with box and papers. I've also had a 16. I've only had one 1665, which is I didn't have. It was a white. It was the white. This is the Sea Dweller.
Oh, look at the red. The red. Bring that red one up.
Yeah, no, the red one's really. I never had a red one. I only had the white one.
Red Dell Sea Dweller, man. That's the.
Yeah, double red is actually considered the premium there.
Yeah.
Another, I tell you, the funny thing is, another Rolex that I had was a 1016. That was my first Rolex, 1016. 1016. I bought that. I just wanted a watch.
You're saying this was the cheapest Rolex you could get. You asked the guy to find it for you.
Yeah, because this was cheaper than the Air. No one wanted it because the Air King, which was 34 mil, actually they just released it in sapphire crystal. So this was one of the last plastics. That's why it was kind of a
last.
Is this an OP?
No, it's an Explorer 1, Mike. Explorer 1. I've also had a 1655. That's the first series Explorer 2. I've also had, what else have I had? I've never actually had a GMT. I wore one for a couple of weeks, but I haven't actually had one.
So what
else? Is the Explorer a GMT?
Yes, it is. It is, but it's not a GMT nameplate on it. It's kind of it's got the fixed bezel, whereas the GMT has the rotating bezel.
What GMT would you, like, of those ones I'm talking about, would you go for?
Yeah. Actually, I really like the 1675.
Ooh.
One of my friend had he had the GMT no crown guard. What's that? My friend had one of these. This is the guy I sold. These are very, very rare. They got no crown guards and they got the Bakelite, but 6542. That's right. 6542. That's the no crown guard GMT. They had the Bakelite bezel, but they tend to break. They tend to, they're very delicate.
This is back with folded links. This is,
folded. Yeah, so.
Didn't they do their bracelets in America there at one stage? They folded links. They were made in America.
No, they made some bracelets overseas. I think it was to do with taxes and that. They did a lot. Sometimes they did that with gold. Rolex used to sell movements and get them cased. They had different cases, like the Rolex Princes. You could get certain cases, and they had certain movements. But the bracelets themselves, there was American bracelets. Yes, there was. But
just quickly,
they got their own foundry now.
I think it's time for a commercial break. I saw this really cool show. I just want to advertise it.
Chippy, bought the day date for 29 Aussie because I ain't got a clue. Chippy, Chippy, the dial and the bracelet is fat too.
There we go.
That's fucking great.
I'll bring some energy to back to the show a little bit.
Remember that dolphin show? Flipper. Yeah, Flipper.
Yeah,
Flipper.
that show was really popular till they started really mass producing tuna and cans. But yeah,
yeah.
you know what, Arch? You look really good in the uniform. You should go and buy one of those Park Ranger ones.
Sorry?
Ed Devereaux.
Chippy,
Yes.
Chippy. That song stuck in my head for the rest of the fucking night. Thanks for that.
That was a great show. That late '60s. That's a late '60s show.
Yeah.
Love Skippy.
And you know the guy who played the boy there. He actually went and lived at the Gold Coast for a long time.
Gary, what? Gary was his name? Not Gary.
Yeah.
Don't know. All I know is I'm relaxing on a boat and Mr. GMT is stroking his koala.
Yes. It's
the adults version. This one.
Yes, it's so it's look. It is what it is. There, it's it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Tell me this, Timely.
Yes, sir.
Any watches? What's any watches on the radar? Anything changed? Nothing's changed.
Yeah, we've got Durkee here. G'day, mate.
Dirk. Hey, boys and girls, bring him on. Bring him on.
Look,
bring him on.
For me, what's obviously go, Mr. TW. Go. Go on.
No, sorry, mate. You go. No, it's your show, mate. You go ahead. Archie asked you the question.
I'm an extra. It's not my show. So for me. We know it's either the Air King or it's the Explorer 1 39mm, right? Whichever one I get a better deal on. After that, though, and I know I'm probably overreaching here thinking after that, it's either going to be a toss-up between a Speedy, right, the man, like professional, Man on the Moon, or the Monaco again, the Caliber 11. Because I'm a McQueen fan, and I know it was only in one movie. I know, and he didn't wear it normally.
Cool watch. It is a cool. Would you get? Tell me this: if you're going to get a Monaco, I've owned a Monaco as well, right?
Yeah.
I love Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
that's the Caliber 12. That doesn't count. That's not it's not the same. Would you? I actually like the Golf color one. You know the Golf color one.
Yeah, the one with the stripes and that. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't mind it, but I'm a what do you call it? Traditionalist, I guess. I like the blue. If I'm going to get it, it's going to be in the blue.
Did you know in the Monaco they released limited editions to different countries? Did you? I don't know.
No, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah. Let me call it up.
I do know that the original.
They did indeed.
Yeah, the original Monaco that he wore in the movie, they also did a grey dye, like a slate grey color as well. So you could get it in the blue or you could get it in that. And I think maybe there was a white or a silver or something in there as well, but don't quote me on it. But the original had, if you sweat in it, you would probably kill it. It had zero water resistance at all.
This is what I mean. This is the Golf.
Is this the Golf
version.
edition? The Golf
edition
yeah,
there.
Golf.
No, calm down. Let's relax. The Golf. That's one. But they also had Hoya Monaco. They had a black edition, right? They had different. There was a French version. I was going to show you. They had a French version. This is the limited edition. No, it's not PVD case. Look at this. This was the French. What do you think of that? Is that fucking cool or not?
I like it. I think it's pretty, but I would also kick myself in the lasered arsehole if I didn't go for the blue one.
They had the green version.
Archie.
Yes.
Read the screen for a sec.
Perfect timing to hop on to the new one, Brad Allen.
Don't know. Is that a special edition or something? I'm not sure. I don't know.
To hop on the one.
Oh no, we got Brad Allen in the thing. What is it? I'm hopping on to get another Air King again. Had this one last year. Yeah, hop on, jump on. I'll post the link. 1 sec. Let's go here. Let's get some people.
So new releases, Arch. What new releases? What do you think they'll do this year? Rolex. Do you think they'll do a Coke?
I hope they do a Coke. I hope they do a Coke. I really do hope they do a Coke. That's
41?
for sure.
41 Coke? 41? 41?
Ooh, who knows? Who knows? I don't know if they're going to change the lineup because they like to have different ones for different size. 41 sub, 40 GMT, 42 GMT2. So they're being very careful with sizes because then they throw a curveball and had the 36mm Explorer 1 came out. Could you believe that? Nobody sort of saw that coming.
What's his name? Mr. Grey's Anatomy up there. He's got every bloody Monaco there is. They just give them to him now. Because I think he's sponsored by Tag Heuer. He does Porsche racing. What's his name? The actor. It'll come to mind now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you scroll up, you'll see him anyway. He's up there. He did a bit of racing for Porsche as well. And he's always got the newest Monaco on his wrist. He's probably got about 50 of them by now.
Yes.
He's got an original as well. Patrick Dempsey. There you go.
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, yes.
Yes.
Patrick Dempsey.
Mr. Monaco.
I'm just trying to find something. Just hang on there.
No, you're right. So I know when you had yours, Archie, you had it in that. It was like what was it? Like a mix between a cream and a brown or something.
No, I had the blue.
Did you have the blue box?
I had. Oh, sorry, the box. The box.
The box.
No. Box. Let's have a look here. It's box. I'll show you the box. So I had this one. I had this sort of box, that brownie beige. There I am. There, look. There I am. Look, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you. There you
Caliber 11. The Caliber
11.
I
had the.
You can hear me now.
The blue McQueen.
You had this one. The signed one, didn't you?
That's the one. Yep.
Caliber 11.
With this extra strap and that there, like that.
No.
That's the limited edition. This one here, next to it.
That's Caliber 11 with the left-hand crown.
Yep, with the Caliber 11, when they first came out, they brought it out in the limited edition version, which I think might be that left one, but they were numbered.
Yes.
And after that, then they ended up just putting it in as a normal like mainstay product for them to sell, and it still.
This is the one you had, isn't it? This is the box you had, the blue one, Monaco Steve McQueen,
signed
like
by
that.
Steve McQueen.
Yes. Correct.
Is that his actual?
It's just printed. It's just printed. No,
It's
printed. It's printed. TW, killing the fucking show. Calm down. Calm down, everyone. Just calm down. It's not that good. It's printed. It's printed. It's not his actual signature.
Though, it's got the cool red, white, and blue.
Do you think I would have sold it if it was bloody Steve McQueen's signature really on it?
Exactly.
Come on, please.
The funny thing is with
I don't
Steve
know how they
McQueen,
got away with that. How did they get away with that with Steve McQueen?
Why would they? Why is that a problem? They just do a deal with his estate and say, "Look, we want to do this. That's it."
They get a cut and everyone's happy and they make it.
Everyone's. Steve McQueen is. By the way, that's the grey. That's a vintage grey. I don't know if Timely.
That is the actual vintage one. That's the original model.
Yes. The thing is, too, these were 38mm. The one that we had was 39. And I think 38 was probably a better size.
I think it was, too. I think the round pushers probably looked a bit better as well. And the case dimension, like the shape of it was a little bit out as well. It's different. If you look see where it bows out on the sides, that's different. And the lugs are a little bit different as well. I actually like the original look better.
Pushers are in a different position.
Yeah, but the water resistance.
Bring up the picture of him with the suit on, Arch, the golf racing suit.
I've actually got that jacket.
Well, the
But
Golf.
you got the jacket.
Golf was blue and
hang on.
orange.
Let me see if I can go find it. Because now it's summer, I might have put it away in a box. But
There it is. It's not a Golf
Yeah,
suit.
that's it.
That's just the Porsche racing jacket. Golf colors were blue and orange.
That's right.
See the car in the middle, the picture to the left of Steve McQueen in the middle? That's the Golf colors.
Yes.
And if you buy a caliber 11 with those colors, you're just buying the jacket or the color of the car. If you buy this one that's pictured with the left-hand crown in blue, that's the watch that Steve McQueen actually wore. And you can see the pushes are different. They're straight, and they're not
There's
angled.
another picture
just
of
like,
him. There's another picture of him with he's standing like with left to right. He's looking down. Not any other. I don't know whether he's got the. Oh man, you got the jacket. Wowzers!
How much was the jacket?
Oh, how cool!
These were sold by Tag Heuer, weren't they? These were sold by Tag. Holy fuck,
dude!
Shit!
You bought the jacket new, Timely? Oh, he's on speaker. I can't hear him. It's okay. Let him show it off.
Yes, I bought it. We bought it brand new. So the story was we were just in the city shopping around. Went into the Tag Heuer boutique just to have a poke around. Saw this.
Yeah.
It was my son was born not too long before it. Father's Day was coming up, so my missus said, "Hey, I'll buy you this for your first Father's Day present." So.
Fuck! How much was it?
600 Australian.
Shit. So that must have hurt when you sold the Monaco. You really love this shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking my next one after will be a Monaco, just so I can be a dickhead and spruik this at the same time with the watch.
Get it back. Repair the memories.
Yeah, I'd get.
It's just to look like
man, that's beautiful.
So
it's fucking gorgeous.
Color me jelly, man. Color me jelly. That is.
They had them in leather as well, but I wanted the cloth because it's the racing suit look like. The movie, you know
yeah.
They had brown, they had black, they had all that shit, but this is the one to get, I think.
No, that's
and
the
it's
real
so
deal
warm.
right there.
That's the one.
It's so warm, and it feels like you're wearing a cloud. Like it's so comfortable. It's like it's like you're wearing your pajamas or a nice warm blanket or something. It just has that feel about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, that is one of the coolest items in the watch world that I have seen.
Sorry, make you drool a bit there, Mikey, but yeah.
How about
I'm happy for you, dude.
There's a comment. Sell it to Mr. GMT. How about I buy Mr. GMT's Monaco instead? He won't sell it, but just yeah. How about I keep everything instead? Go that way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jesus, I gotta say that's a beautiful jacket. That.
Oh man, with the racing history of that jacket and what it represents, that is fucking up there at the very top. Now I had a jacket, an original early jacket from right when Sears Point Raceway opened, and one of the workers gave me a jacket for my birthday. Sears Point, it was white with green stripes, and my mom thought that I didn't like the stickers, and so she unsewed the stickers, the Sears Point emblems and everything off of it, and ruined it. Because like now today, it'd be worth a shitload of money, and it'd be it wouldn't be to the level of that jacket, but it was an original Sears Point jacket from the day, from Sears Point, like from the was one of the jackets they issued to the corner workers and the flagmen and all. It was the real deal. And
that's such a cool story, man. It do you still have it?
No, unfortunately.
No. Oh, fire. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm the same, Mikey. I lost a lot of my good shit too.
Yeah.
You did a bit of racing, didn't you, Mikey? Did you do a bit of racing there?
He did a lot of racing. Mikey
did a lot of racing. I raced one of the world's most developed, fastest Porsche 914 6s in the world. And if you want to pull up You pull it up. It's famous. You just type in Google purple Porsche
Ooh,
914.
That's
Just
Mr.
hang on.
GMT's little box set that he's got going. So he's got the
His
Monaco
swag.
there,
It's his swag.
Oh,
That's
cool.
his swag.
and he's got the hat
Nice.
going as well. So
Very cool.
there you go, there, Mr. GMT. Sorry, I can't do it properly on the thing. I'm
You can turn it the other way. Turn it
thanks.
the other way. It'll automatically be larger.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Timely. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Is that his EDC?
Wow.
Is that his EDC? Is that
a
Mr.
signed
GMT's
cap?
EDC?
Everyday carry. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it
Everyday
EDC,
carry.
but I wouldn't call it EDC, but that's his. Every now and then he likes to throw the hat on and so forth. When he
Here
goes
we
on the
go.
stream.
Pavel, $10. I know you like the 1959 Navi reissue, Arch, but this is the best second modern Navi. Previous logo, but the first B01. Let me call this one up here. I'll get this up and we'll have a look. Just got to go into the module because I'm in a different screen.
Is that the Mont Brilliant? The Mont Brilliant?
Let me have a look. The Mont Brilliant, I think, is different, but let's have a look.
And these are some of the fun things to have that go with the watches, and that's fun toys, I guess. Yeah, like having a bit of the swag to go with it.
Oh, beautiful jacket. Finally,
it's all part and parcel with the collecting.
Oh man, yeah, that jacket is fucking off the hook, dude.
Yeah, I would have taken it to Darwin to show Mr. GMT, but yeah, how you gonna wear it, right? You're cooking them.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. The white can get very.
Yeah, you get dirty.
You don't want to get it dirty. You don't want to be taking that to a club and get stains on it, do you?
Right.
You know, you want to be.
I used to wear it whenever mates and we used to get together for a bit of a car meet and so forth. I used to go in that.
That's so cool. Here we go. I'm just trying to work out what's so significant about this one here. Breitling Navitimer B01. This is just limited and numbered edition of 2,000 pieces. It's got a transparent. Okay, so a display movement. I don't know what's so special about this one. It's a limited edition, but so
Mikey, read this out, please.
What's his question?
Hold on, let me kill off something.
Don't kill it.
That jacket is off the Qingao. Qingao for sure, man.
What do you got there, Arch? What are you looking for?
Look, I think it's just there's nothing. I'll be completely honest with you, Pavel. There's nothing special about it. Okay, nothing special that I can see.
Just an old school.
No, he's saying it's just the first B01, so I think it's like the first iteration of B01 made. Yeah,
it has got a side engraving because they've got a number of so many because it's a limited.
All the later ones have new logos, is what he's. Yes, it's one of the first.
I kind of prefer it without the engraving on the side, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. But it is cool. It is cool. I will grant you that. It is very cool, Pavel. It is very cool. It's a cool piece there.
Archie, if I've got a picture in my computer, in pictures, how would I copy? And then where would I paste it?
We'll do that another day, Mikey. We'll do that another day. You basically you can share the screen, but I'll show you how to do that. That's okay. That's okay, guys.
No worries. No worries.
It's okay, guys. Today we're gonna be ending the stream soon. We're gonna holy shit! I want to show you something. My good friend Danny Boy. Guess what? Guess what, Fikers?
Talk.
Danny Boy. I'm going to show. Danny Boy's got the same jacket.
Ooh. Very cool.
Bring this up. I'm going to bring this
Very
up
great
for you.
jacket.
Very
Danny Surdy?
I believe. Yep, that's the one. Let's have a look here. Let's bring this up here for you guys to see. He's got the brown one.
He's got the leather one. Man.
Was the leather one more expensive?
No, I think they're all about the same price.
Okay.
From memory, but look, this is 11 years ago, Archie.
Oh, 11 years ago. Shit. 11 years ago. Far out, man.
Oh, shit, man. God
11 years, or 10 and a half years ago, I got this thing. So they were all there. There was a black.
I must admit,
black leather.
The white, and you still fit into it? 11 years ago, you still fit?
Of course I do.
You need the,
Would you like me to put it on to show you?
No.
And you need a GT50, Timely. You need a GT50 to go with it.
Yeah, I need the Monaco first.
I think a Mustang. I think you had a Mustang, the Bullet. They did a special Bullet edition Mustang.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
JL $3. Aren't you doing a dungeon with Curly? I don't think he. I think he pulled out of it. I got word he wasn't going to do it because I just.
All right. How about this, Curly? If you can hear us, if you're there, because I know you're always on the streams. First of all, ciao compadre, and second of all, if you're going to do it, come on here in the next 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll sign off. Right? Give him a couple minutes. Just
exactly.
How about that?
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Now,
beautiful.
You know that Mustang Eleanor? Was that from Gone in 30 Seconds, or was that originally named Eleanor from Bullet?
Okay, so the original Mustang that was in Gone in 60 Seconds from the first movie, the original movie, was actually the Mark 1 351. And I think it was like a yellowy, orangey sort of color. And then in the Nicolas Cage Gone in 60 Seconds was the...
Oh, was that a remake?
Yeah, it's a remake.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a remake.
Yeah,
okay.
The other ones... Yeah, the other one had the 351 Mark 1.
Okay, cool. So I've only seen the Nicolas Cage one, and that's like a Bullet remake. You know, that's
it's similar year model. But the Bullet is the GT3. What is it? 290 or 350 or something like that.
GT350. GT350.
No, I don't think it's 350. I think it's 350. Let's have a look.
I think they only made a GT350 and GT500.
Bullet Mustang.
The original just sold at Meacham's a few years back. The original Bullet.
Meacham's has some amazing cars go through there.
Oh, amazing. They do. Man, I was watching them the other day and just drooling. Well, someday when I get my billions back, I'll be one of the purchasers there. I'll buy a car for all the panel members here.
Thank you, sir. It's
whatever you want.
Thank you, Mikey. But I don't drive.
You got a good heart. You got a good heart. They actually released a Bullet version of the Mustang as a limited edition. Getting dinner ready, Arch. I was
just confirmed. Nicolas Cage Eleanor was a modified GT350. Just like I thought. And,
well, here we go. Artist, formerly known as Curly, getting dinner ready, Arch. I was on your evening stream, and we agreed to stay in a positive mood. I said Thursday, AC3. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay, no worries. No need for negative. Okay, no worries. Well, that's not today.
No negative.
All good.
No negative.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
390 GT, leaf springs, or I think it was leaf springs rear and coils front or all round, but I know it had drum brakes all round as well. They couldn't stop the bloody thing. The original Bullet Mustang.
Yeah.
So they did a re-release.
They had a 390 motor. That was one of their big blocks, one of their first big blocks. They had the Windsor small blocks, and they went up to 351, and then they had the Cleveland big blocks that started at 351, then went to all the way to 429, and I think they made...
Yeah, they did it. They had them in the Camaro, the Barracuda, the Marlin. And the
well, no, that's Cougar. Dodge.
Whoa! We're going way off course here. Wrong brand.
Yeah, you're switching brands, bro. The Ford had the 429, and they made a something big, 460. That's right. Those are all based on the Cleveland block.
Okay, I'll go and set one up. I'll set one up. Ron the Shrink wants to run a dungeon. I'll go and set one up. Just give me a minute.
Set one up, and we'll hold the fort for a little bit. So yeah, the Nicolas Cage car is supposed to be a Shelby GT 500 KR with modifications. So it's got a kit on it that you don't have standard. But whatever they use, but that's what it's supposed to be. And the original.
Okay, that's a model I didn't know existed.
What I was saying, I didn't mean to jump jump.
No.
The Dodge. It's the 390 GT. It says the fastest of the current sporty types from Detroit, but including the Camaro, the Barracuda, the Marlin.
There you go.
And Mustang's heavier brother, the Cougar, including the Camaro, Barracuda, Marlin.
Yeah,
its heavier brother, the Cougar.
Ford made the 427, 428, and 429. I think it was 429. It was called a side oiler.
So this was the original Eleanor from the first movie.
Okay, very cool.
This is from the first movie. This is the movie shot.
That's like a 71 Mach 1, right?
Yeah, and this car gets absolutely punished through the end. I don't know what it's like, a chase that goes for like half an hour or something stupid, and this car gets absolutely destroyed throughout this entire chase.
Yep, 100% there.
Cool.
Oh, that's the one I used in the chase scene.
Yeah, that's the car. Not the one, not the Nicolas Cage. There's an original movie. There's a first one, and this is what it is. It's like a B-grade movie in a way. With a lot of really cool cars of its day in there, and then there's like a half an hour chase at the end, where the coppers chase him. It's like they've set him up. They know that, like in the original movie, they know he's going to pinch the car, and when he gets there and he grabs it and he gets out of the parking lot, they're on him straight away, and then it's like half an hour of going through California.
Is that the one where he gets chased by a Dodge Charger?
No, that's Bullet.
That's Bullet. Okay,
and he ends up chasing the Charger afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
So, hang on.
Oh, that's right. This is Gone in 30 Seconds. Okay, I got the new movies mixed up. Very cool. I did not know that Gone in 30 Seconds was a remake.
I have started a stream on the dungeon, and I have posted a link if you want to come on. So there we go. There's
Did anyone see Leaving Las Vegas?
Jump on.
Did anyone see Leaving Las Vegas?
No.
Nicolas Cage.
Best.
All right, Archie,
what setting this up. I'm just setting the link up. Just give me 1 minute, sir. I'm just about to put the link in there, and we can edit video. Oh yes, nice. Give me 1 minute to do this here. I just got to put the customize in. Redirect. I'm going to redirect this here. ArchieLuxury live stream. Fuck, which one is it? The dungeon.
Jesus,
he blew a stream.
He blew through 150 million. Nicolas
Who's
Cage.
that? Yeah, it's easy to do, isn't it?
He went broke. He went broke.
Yeah, every week.
And then ended up owing the IRS 13 million.
Yeah, well, that's what happens sometimes, isn't it? That can happen. It's always the taxes will get you in the end. You know what they say? That'll always get you. Death and taxes will always get you. Okie dokie, guys. I've just set the link up. Okay, guys, that is the stream for today. It's been a
last super
chat. Mehdi Remicki, $2. I hope I pronounced that. How do I pronounce that there, Timely?
Mehdi Remicki.
There you go.
There we go. Arch, have you ever owned a Barracuda G9 jacket? No, I haven't. Sorry.
Never heard of one. But
never heard. Sorry, I have not.
If you're
okay, guys, we'll be back.
Diehard.
Yes, I will be back. I'll be streaming in 8.5 hours on this channel, the night stream. And we'll also be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. So, guys, stay good, stay sexy. Guys. And I'm just about to transfer the link over to the other stream, the dungeon. Let's see if we can get Ron over there now, and let's start it. So I'm just going to end this now. Here we go.
Arch, can